Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Let's stop that freaking thing!
Hello, check test. Hello, check test. Hello, check.
Mission
Okay,
ends
sounds
in
good to
30
me.
seconds.
I need to turn this off. Okay, should be working. This is an easy dub. I literally instantly spawn the game.
Mission ends in 30
Like going. Oh, they're actually gonna count.
Victory.
We won! Yippee!
Medic! That Scots are blooded! Sentry ahead! That heavies are blooded! Spy!
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
That engineers are blooded! Spy! That engineers are blooded! Sentry! That Scots are blooded! That engineers are blooded! Spy!
Mission begins in 30
That
seconds.
engineers are blooded! Sentry!
Feels good to be early. Welcome Fumomo. We got a viewer. I don't know. I literally don't know why I started streaming. I just felt like I needed to do something.
Mission begins in 10
I felt
seconds.
like I needed to do something. I'm first time back. I'm back in the UK.
3, 2,
We have no medic. We have 3 engineers. Oh, we have a medic. Medic? Nope. Okay. Thank you. Just buff me? No? There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Epic. Welcome back. I'm not from the UK. Yeah. I didn't expect you to be. You don't have to be, that's okay. No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get backstabbed. I can fucking I don't know. This is the guy that's gonna backstab me. Got him. I'm gonna get auto balanced. Fuck my stupid Baka life. Fuck you. Fuck this game. You know what fucking sucks? Now I'm getting fucked. Fucking auto balance. Fucking. So, if you don't play TF2, let me give you a low rundown. The game has been fucking ruined by bots. When I say that, what I mean is Valve's official servers have been completely full of cheating bots. I think everyone knows this by now. I think it's a pretty well-known fact in gaming. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh! Get fucked. Man, it's so much easier to aim. It's so much easier to aim. Now that I can actually have desk space. So it's insane. Ghostway has the smallest fucking desk of all time. It's been impossible to play TF2. I'm so glad I'm back. My gigantic desk. Gigantic mouse pad. Anyway, TF2's official servers have been completely unplayable due to bots that join and instantly headshot you as sniper, right? And so there was a large community of the people who actually play the game regularly, all on you know, community servers, which is where I've been hanging out since I started playing the game. You know, however long ago I started playing the game. I really get fucked. Oh, I'm fine. I'm alive. Yeah, and because those community servers, you know, people who join community servers are gonna be the people who know about community servers, the people who, okay, fuck, this is bad. I'm really out of position. I'm jumping up here. Do we have a medic? Did our medic leave? Okay. Need a dispenser here.
Need a dispenser here.
Where's the fucking dispenser? He's gotta put it somewhere. Can I get a dispenser, please?
Need a dispenser here. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. How bad is it? Well, it was really bad. Like, it was basically unplayable. Every single server you would join would just be full of bots. Like, it was unplayable. So everyone went to community servers who was, like, knowledgeable about the game. And so it was fine. Like, it wasn't ideal, obviously. Like, there's a different... I'm sure if you started playing the game a long time ago, before the bot crisis, you know, you missed the experience of casual. And a lot of people get really mad at, particularly the servers that I used to play on, which is called Uncletopia. They're run by a popular TF2 YouTuber, Uncle Dave. A lot of people got, I wouldn't say really mad, but people had sort of a problem with those servers, which is that they are like kind of tryhardy. They're not super tryhardy, but they tend to be people who are really trying to win the game. And because that's my initial experience with TF2, you know, I started playing during the bot crisis. It's the only experience I've ever known. Other than, like, there's been a few brief moments where bots have been less bad for various reasons, but generally speaking, I've been playing on Uncletopia and other community servers the whole time. So I became used to the idea of, like, having decent gamers on my team. And a lot of people, they don't like this, right? They want, like, this experience where everyone is a fucking noob, no one knows what they're doing, because it's easy to pub stomp and whatever. That's a spy. Oh, it's not a spy, okay. It's easy to pub stomp, you know? If you have a few thousand hours in the game, you have a massive advantage. Oh, fuck. Am I really gonna die? Wow. What happened to the dispenser? Bro, it's fucking... See what I mean? Like, we have no medic. I know I have to play medic. I don't even mind playing medic, but... Like, this is the shit. Like, on Uncletopia, you could just expect, of course we're gonna have a medic. Of course the engineer's gonna keep his dispenser up. You know? And yeah, the other team's gonna do it as well. And that's how the game works. Everyone's playing the game with, like, the appropriate strategy. And it's, you know, less... Your individual skill might not matter as much, but you can rely on your team a lot more. I like that. And now, because the casual servers aren't full of bots anymore, because Valve actually updated the game and fucking, you know, fixed everything. Now, like, the Uncletopia servers are way less full. Like previously, yeah, of course it's like fucking 7 in the morning. You know, you wouldn't expect it to be super full. But there were, in the past, people on Uncletopia, like, 24/7. Even if the servers weren't full, there were some people and you could get a game pretty much all the time. Okay, I'm way too aggressive. You see what I mean? Like, we have no front line. Where's the front line right now? Like, where am I supposed to go as medic? You know what I mean? Like, this guy? Yeah, well, I'm gonna help this guy out, I suppose. But, yeah, I don't like it. I like playing with more experienced players. I like having reliable medics. I also like, you know, I used to be sort of very ambivalent about random crits. Again, if you don't play TF2, you might not be aware of this, but like by default, every time you shoot something, there's like a chance that it's a random crit. It's 3 times damage. It's not completely random, it's based on some stuff, but it's, you know, it's basically random. And a lot of people really dislike this mechanic, because it's, you know, bullshit. It's completely arbitrary. It's not skill based, right? This guy's fucking lagging like crazy. And I generally was someone who didn't care that much about random crits. Like I thought it was sort of take it or leave it. But Uncletopia has random crits turned off, and I became used to that. Whereas Casual has random crits turned on. I could have saved that guy. When they push this guy, I'm gonna Uber him. So we don't get fucked by a spell. Okay, we go. Oh, he pushed way too deep there. What was he thinking? Oh, you really don't want to see that. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I don't like. I don't like this game. Like, what is this? There's fucking 4 players on each team. Like, this is bullshit. You just gotta re-queue and you get a game like this.
Everyone, we must stop.
I don't know, man. I prefer playing with more experienced players. I prefer the other thing, actually, maybe the biggest thing on Uncletopia that's good is the class limits. You can only have up to 3 of each class. And like 90% of the time, it has no effect. But once in a while, people will start stacking engineers on last. I don't want to play fucking... Why am I queuing for CTF? Get me out of here. Yeah, so I just sort of became used to having more experienced players. I became used to class limit. Wow, and granted, wait, what is my fucking queued list right now? This is insane. I don't... Alright, hold on. I gotta fix this. Alright, we queue for not these, just Dust Bowl. We queue for none of these because, you see, this is the thing, like, the whole control points game mode, sometimes called 5CP, right? Is a great game mode. It's the game mode that's predominantly played in competitive TF2, right? It's got a back and forth to it. That's why people like it. Like, it's not just one team's on attack, one team's on defense. Like, it goes back and forth. It has a lot of strategy to it. But that's the problem, is that most people have no idea how to play 5CP if they don't have competitive experience. And I don't really have competitive experience, but I've watched quite a lot of competitive TF2. So at this point, like, it's not difficult to play 5CP. You just have to understand that you push on ad and you defend on disad. Like, that's all there is to it. But people don't understand that, and so playing 5CP with people who don't know how to play is just pure pain. It's pure pain because the games go on fucking forever and no one wins, or they're like an insta roll where one team just like steamrolls to the other team's last. Like, if you don't know how to defend properly, you don't know how to build properly, you don't know how to push on ad, you don't know how to pay attention to who's alive, you don't know how to play as a team. Like, it's just pain. It's pure pain to play 5CP. And no one in casual knows how to play this game mode. So it's like, there's no fucking point, you know? It's just have I stopped playing TF2 Classic? Again, it's just kind of dead. Like, a lot of it just depends on the time of day, right? I'll play it if there's people online, but no one's online right now. I barely play control points, but I also have a blast when I do play it until it gets stale. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on your team, right? Like, again, on Uncletopia, like, people, you're going to find people, especially if you go in the evening, right? Like, that's when the competitive players are warming up for their scrims or whatever, right? Like, if you go Uncletopia on, like, Friday evening or, like, Friday afternoon, like, that's how you're going to find a bunch of good players, and they're all going to be playing, you know, fucking Product or whatever, or Sunshine, right, to warm up for their sixes scrims. And I get owned. I get completely owned by them. But, like, I like that. I like having a experience where it's, like, difficult and everyone's playing together and so on. Sometimes even calming. Like, okay, this is just an autism thing. I'm not going to deny that this is an autism thing. But yeah, I only want to play Viaduct. I don't really want to play any of the other ones, and I do not want to play Hoodoo. I do not want to play that. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play. Azure Phoenix is good. I don't want to play that. Don't want to play that. Definitely don't want to play that. Definitely don't want to play that. I could take that or leave it, and I could take that or leave it. And then I'll head over to Azure Hightower. And let's save that. Right, what was I just talking about? I mean, maybe these guys seem decent. I don't know. They are stacking engineers. Like, this is, I don't know. Stacking engineers is also just like not fun. Like, oh yeah, calming in TF2 is so fun. Like, just as a stim, just as an autistic thing. Like, just being able to call out damage numbers and call out what people are, especially coming from CS:GO, like I've played 3,000 hours of, you know, where calming is super important. It comes very naturally to me, and oh,
A bloody spade!
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Anyway, calming is just fun. It's fun to say to call out the stuff that's going on. Is this? I don't like this fucking retard just gonna spam medic with the Nazi flag. I don't care about the Nazi flag. I'm just mad that he's spam calling for medic.
5, 4,
Yeah, I sacrificed my Uber build in order to make the joke that I kill binded once I saw his ejector. 100% worth. Okay, we're actually fucked here. See, Dust Bowl is my home. I live here. I also feel like something bad is about to happen to me, like I'm in a sniper sight line or something. People might not understand how to play Dust Bowl, but that's fine. You don't have to understand things. You just have to play. Okay, I'm in a bad position. There we go. I'm in a sniper sight line. You see what I mean? Like, this is a video game. That's the thing about it. Don't push in, you're on low health. Okay. See, it'd be nice if there was a demo around here. Not that demo. I need a regular ass demo. Not. Okay, this is good.
the control point is being captured.
This guy. We're gonna be Ubering this guy. Go. This was a really bad Uber. There was a fucking flog the whole time. I'm an idiot. I barely play control points, but I have a blast when I do play it until I get stale. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to play with a team that's playing together. Is TF2 a dead game? Absolutely not. I mean, look, I'm playing it right now. I don't know why people... I've played dead games, okay? I've played a lot of dead games. TF2 is not a dead game. If you can queue for a match and get in, like, within a couple minutes, that is definitionally not a dead game. Sure, it's not gonna be as popular as, like, Call of Duty or whatever. This guy's so fucking annoying. Oh my god. Well, the thing about them having a bunch of snipers is it's not gonna help them win, so it's fine.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, I would not say that TF2 is dead by any means. I need to mute this guy that keeps spamming medic. That's a spy. I a sideline. That was fucking sick. Okay, I'm gonna stop pocketing this block pyro because I can't think of anything else to do. Dust Bowl is peak gaming. I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Who is this fucking retard that keeps calling for medic for no reason? Oh man. Streaming, eh? Streaming at... what time is it? 8 in the morning. Doesn't get better than that, folks. Get those crit heals. We pushed him back. Alright. Okay. I think these guys are behaving strangely. See, this guy knows what he's doing. I mean, maybe not. He is peeking right now, but whatever. I'm not helping you, sorry, Heavy. I have to pocket this vlog finally. Can I get... oh my god! Oh my god! That was crazy. Stop moving around so much. Okay, they're about to cap. I can't help the guy that's behind the wall. I'm backing the fuck up, grab some health. We play a bit of medic. I like playing medic on Dust Bowl a lot. Where's this vlog pyro? Oh, here he is. Fuck yeah. We get it done. Yeah. We know how to play video games here. You play video games by finding the flog pyro and pocketing him. Normally I'd be playing like Toho music in the background, but I just can't be bothered to. Who's this guy? What's his situation? Oh, we have to. Oh, yeah, we've won. I'm basically calling it as we've already won. Wow! See what I'm saying about random crits? You see what I'm fucking saying? Post-humanism video was good. Thank you. I'm glad you got it out of it. Got something out of it, I mean. There goes my fucking 80% Uber. Didn't see that one coming. I feel like in my post, I made some. I think it could have been better, the post-humanism video. In the sense that, like, I feel like I made it seem like post-humanism is when you think that humans don't have agency over history, like some sort of historical determinism, which isn't the case. Like, some post-humanisms are like that. In particular, Nick Land, of the ones I talked about. But that's not really the point at the end of the day. Oh god. See, this is what I'm saying about this game. It's funny. Funny things happen. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. It's pretty surprising. What happened to all of our sentries? Hell. Do I really want to follow this guy up here? I need this guy to build. Really badly, I need this person to have crits. Oh, he actually hit that? That's insane. Oh, I didn't get him. He didn't call for medic, so I didn't know how close he was to dying. Oh, I got the spy behind him. That's crazy. Okay, this guy's got to be close. Okay, maybe not the best Uber of my life, but I was scared. I'm gonna die to a sniper here. Okay, yeah, we'll just back with this one. Oof. Why am I healing the friendly, you're wondering? It's because I'm trying to get like better heal rate. You'll get a better heal rate on someone who doesn't have max over here. Come on, please stay alive until... Please, 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 please! I did it! Alright, I actually have to get away from here though. Sorry, Shimson. Way too low. That was a really ballsy play. But it paid off, which is pretty lucky, I'd say. Okay. Why would you push on that? Insane amount of health to push back in. Wait, like, why is he going up here? Where did my pyro go? There he is. Get the telly. Do I play any other games regularly? No, and that's actually a problem. Like, I can't... I need other games. I need other games. You know what I'm saying? But nothing hits. That's weird. I got assist even though I only started healing him after, and then the guy died from afterburn. I didn't know that was how it worked. I'm gonna build one more time. We're gonna get one more build off. Fuck yeah. Surely they don't win on this. Surely someone stops him. Surely someone stops. Are you fucking... Bro. Surely someone stops him, right? Surely one guy's looking at the fucking point. Are you kidding me? That was pain, but that's a Dust Bowl moment. They happen. This guy doesn't know how to do this. You have to stand inside of me, bro, or shoot underneath it.
Mission
Oh, this guy's sick with it. He knows how to actually pogo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna be on this side now, so let's just do that and then get out. I should be able to keep my heals up pretty well. This seems pretty good. I think we seem to be in a decent position. Okay, we got. I have. No! Fuck! What's my TF2 inventory worth? Probably about 20 quid. I don't know. I don't have many items that I've like paid for. I can't believe I just died like that. Actually fucking stupid. I knew I was crossing the sight line. Why didn't I just Uber across the sight line? I had the like, oh, I get 0.1 second less Uber. That would have been, we would have just fucking completely reset them. We could be spawn camping right now. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna get killed by that sniper. Yeah, there's another spy.
Thank you.
Are we pushed? Okay. That guy's dead. Did our Flog Pyro die? No, he's still alive. There he is. Yep, I'll buff you. Crit heals. I love crit heals. Okay. Come on. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is a good hold. This is pretty good. But anything can change on Dust Bowl. That's the thing. That's why I love this map so much. And it's also why I hate this map.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
You never know what's gonna happen. A sniper could... Like, this is a bad position. I really shouldn't be here on the medic. Which is why I'm about to back the fuck up. And shoot a wall apparently. Okay. We are on crazy levels of this.
Pyro, fucking out. Блять, убери сжатым воздухом, пидораса. Негр сзади. Сука!
Блять.
Ну пиздец.
Пиздец,
ебать,
блять,
просто
сука,
всё,
блять, иди нахуй, пиздец.
Ты ж ты, блять, боюга ебаная. Кстати, да,
Ебать, у нас
неплохо.
тут интеллигентное, сука, общество.
We got a team full of Russians. This is bringing me
Вообще,
back
на
to my
самом деле,
Counter-Strike
он,
days.
возможно, негр, который в Москве живет. Потому что их много.
I know so many Russian swear words. I know so
Блядь,
much.
сука, почти всю игру держали нахуй точку под конец, просто пиздец.
Да все
Russians
из-за
are so
ебаного
funny.
книга.
Oh, it's quits. Where's my gamers? Any gamers? This guy's going over there.
Блядь, спая, чекайте, пожалуйста, это, мужики.
Make it happen. This guy's playing with the hot hand. Okay. I have Uber, let's go. We can build a lot easy here. Oh, I am really out of position. I'm dead! Don't kill me! That's fine, we have a second medic now. I don't have to worry about it. Maybe I'll do. This guy doesn't seem that good. I can show you guys my TF2 inventory. Next time I die, I'll show you.
415 база, ответьте, нам нужна снайперская поддержка на линии.
Yeah, that. Whatever that guy just said.
Сука, ёбните негра ебаного, он все расхуярил базу мою мне, блядь!
The pain in the блядь. The pain in the
Пушатся
блядь.
линии!
Yeah, I don't fucking care about these people.
Я ищу секс! С любой шелухой, блядь! Дайте секс, горят яйца, йоу!
I wish I could speak Russian right now. Oh,
Да
that's not
если бы
good.
у меня был секс,
I'm gonna
я
go,
бы был бы
Я
как
бы был,
Супермен,
блядь, Супермен, нахуй! Блядь! Базу ебут!
Okay, we really need gamers. Where's our fucking gamers? Where's the gamers? Pyros? Pyros would be really good. I've lost them out of this area. We should have like 1 million pyros. I don't know where they've gone. Okay, there's the guy. No, don't go that way!
Блядь! Шлюха под Убером!
Mission ends in 30
Okay, we win
seconds.
this. Yeah, we
Хотя, блядь, братья, терпим нахуй!
win. Блядь.
Слава роду, блядь!
Гол! Гол!
Хорош.
Зе-
А, ебать, у нас медик негр, прикиньте.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Блядь.
Охуеть.
Гения поворота русский. 13 seconds is not enough time to build Uber again. That was a mistake.
Цыгане should kill
Why did he do
safe
that?
from the box trap.
I don't understand your fucking English. Speak, блять, another language. Let's go, блять! Блям, нахуй! Блям, блять!
I fucking love this guy. What the hell?
Хлоп, нахуй, сука!
Бля,
Да поддержание духа.
I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't die. I fucking love this guy. Holy shit.
блять, меня просто фризануло, и я тут проебал уже.
Push. Okay. No!
Не потыкали. Во, правильно.
I didn't
братан.
see him. I didn't fucking see him. Playing medic is pain sometimes, but we won, so it's fine. Let's go.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Gesundheit! Danke! I am charged!
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Ready to charge. Where am I Ubering? I'm not picking.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Who's doing well? BW Jack seems like the guy. He seems like the guy to go, but this also seems like a bad idea. Just because of heavy. Yeah, you don't really want to be Ubering a heavy on start like that. Because he's still slow. See what I'm thinking about random quits? Played that pretty well. He dropped me the sandwich, so I would have been fine.
Хуесос на негре, ты куда убегаешь от врача, блядь?
I wish I knew what this guy was saying. Oof.
Иди ты нахуй со своими крит-ракетами, пидорас ебаный! Сука!
Иди нахуй, долбоёб, с винтовкой, блядь.
Go, 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 before they have time. Okay, Vitalda. Seems like you're gonna be the guy. You're gonna be the guy. Get it done! He's not getting anything. Oh, big crit!
Хорош, болтова, блядь.
Yay! That's how you play Dust Bowl.
Mission begins.
Roll on to second before they have time. I don't mean to toot my own horn. Actually, it was basically luck. It was basically luck that we managed to do that. Excuse me. Good shit. Thank you.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Who wants Uber? No one? This guy? This guy? This guy? Where's BW Jack? He's over here, I'm guessing.
3, 2,
Yeah, I'm gonna be Ubering this guy out of spawn. No? Okay. This guy's way too slow to be Ubering. Okay, this was actually a big misplay. Where's he going? What's he doing? Oh, this fucking guy! I forgot about the Widowmaker. I forgot the Widowmaker's a good gun. Okay, that was a severe misplay on my part. I expected someone to push out aggressively, and then I would pick that guy, like whoever that turned out to be, to Uber, but no one did it.
time has been added.
Now this is insane. What I'm doing right now, this is just deranged. This is just a deranged play. Do you see this? This is... okay. I don't know what am I doing here? This is just like one brain cell, one IQ stupidity. There was no reason to do that. Why is this guy on the quick fix? Okay, but we have a good team here. We need ideally a demo. Like it would be nice if one of our heavies would switch to demo, or yeah, but or it would be nice if we had just an extra player who would play demo. I mean, I could switch to demo, but I feel like we're never gonna push with just a quick fix Uber. We need stock, so not really an option for me. Okay. I'm just gonna go back here and wait till my team respawns. There we go.
Ёбните жирного, блядь! У него 23 хп!
We need a demo.
Блядь!
Демо,
Все разъебали! Суки! Нелюди нахуй!
карасы.
Yeah, I'm not healing that guy. Oh fuck, that was a misplay. Okay. But this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Are they down there? What the fuck is this? Someone kill him! Okay. BW Jack, you're a good gamer, so you're in. Yeah, see, this guy knows how to get the sentry. Okay, this is good. This is good shit. There should be health over here. There was another sentry. What the hell? I didn't expect the third sentry. Deadlock? The Valve's new game Deadlock? I haven't got access to it. I know someone with a key who'd probably hook me up, but yeah, I don't care that much. Okay, that guy's an idiot. That was a misplay from him. What is this? Insanity. That's the wrong guy. Don't die to a sniper. Why do we have 2 snipers? We need more demos. We need stock demos. That's what we need. We need not the quick. We need the other medic to go on stock Uber as well. And we need not the quick fix. And we need a bunch of demos. That's how you do it. Where's the good heavy? Where's BW something? BW
Два
Jack.
снайпера, блядь, помогите, пожалуйста, на линии меня снимают. Я наношу авиаудар по Киеву, и мне не дают
Okay,
делать сразу
you.
снайпера.
It's you. It's you all the way. This is it. This is it. This is the gaming. Please hit this shot. Okay. Fucking retard.
Ебать, прям мужик ответит, это ща будет.
Я сожгу всех этих тварей.
Guy is bad at game.
Расстреляю.
Давай, братан, нахуй, как в 45-м, блядь.
Oh, we're pushing?
Забрали моего сковородку.
Ебашим, блядь! А, не, нахуй, отмена, пиздец.
Ah,
Охрана, у
fuck.
нас
If I had been like a frame faster. That would have been so sick. The taunt kill on that guy, can you imagine the... Bro, that would have been the hypest shit of
Линия
all
обороны
fucking
есть у
time.
нас. Блядь, у нас еще 16 минут целых, пиздец.
We're so close to being able to push this. We just need a team to respawn. Okay. Go, go, go. Don't worry about that guy, man. Just push in. Okay, wait, no. This isn't happening. Yeah, we're gonna have to build again.
Блядь, спай, сын шлюхи! Извините, осуждаю.
What is this guy up
Ничего
to?
страшного.
We gotta build from scratch, do everything again.
А,
Okay, we have a banner. This is good. If we can take control of this area, this is
там
nice.
Хейка, стреляйте в Хейка, он себя будет мочать.
Okay.
Блядь, как рационально турель въебать, я не понимаю.
That would have been so sick. This last point has made me more emotional than any other game. I agree. Dust Bowl Lost is my home. What is this tele? Insane teleporter. Just fucking degenerate. I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought more people were there. I just hallucinated at like my team being near the point. I was like, it kind of happened. I think that if I had actually been there to help my team. Okay, okay. Push, 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 push.
Все, кто узнал легенду, на моей аватарке просто плюс рэп.
Не, это типа у меня ник адский дрочит, блядь.
We love Dust Bowl, folks.
Не, типа адский дрочила на аватарке SF, ну это рофл.
Oh, I should have asked. Is the stream like okay? Is the volumes like game volume not too loud? You can hear me okay? Stuff like that. I've just been assuming these guys are Russian. What if they're Ukrainian? What if I mean, they didn't say anything. Sounds good? Okay. I came back and my place is a complete mess, as you may imagine. It was actually fucked. It was like, I kind of want to play demo, to be honest, but you know what, I'm gonna, maybe if I play demo, someone else will just go medic naturally. Anyway, I came back and I don't even know how to explain what was going on. Like, obviously there's normal mess, right? Like, you guys have seen my flat. There's stuff on the floor and whatever, like, you know. And it was not nice, like, it made me think I need to clean up more. And I bought a bunch of cleaning supplies, so once those arrive, I'm gonna spend a day cleaning up or whatever. But that's not the weird thing. The weird thing was that in the kitchen, there was a bunch of, like, shit on the floor. Like, not literal shit. But how do I don't even, like, I don't know what it was. Like, it wasn't there when I left. It was like dust, but like weird looking dirt and dust. I don't fucking know. Oh, okay, this is like a 4v. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know where my team went. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like it was kind of like dust, but it was like not gray. It was like brown, but it had the texture of dust. It wasn't like poop. It wasn't like animal. Like, that was the, when I walked in and I saw it, I was like, oh, I must have had like a rat infestation, and this is all like rat shit. But it wasn't. It like, on closer inspection, it looked like it didn't smell like shit, and it didn't look like shit, so I picked it up to see what it was, and it had the texture of like dust, you know, like
4, 3, 2, 1.
it crumbled under your hands and whatever. Yeah, nobody. Fuck, he got me. I got handed to him. But yeah, I mean, I vacuumed it all up. But I don't know, like, what, obviously all my windows are closed, like, I don't know how that got there. It's just really confusing. And the weirdest part, it was nowhere else in the house. Like, it was only localized entirely in the kitchen. What? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. I was actually... I kind of freaked me out when I came in and I saw it. I mean, I don't know how to explain the emotion that went through, but like, it was just weird to see that. You don't expect that to be the case. Do we just not have a medic? A medic would be so nice right now. I'm not playing, yeah, I'm re-queuing if we don't get a medic. We have a medic. Why is he not healing me? What? No, I have nothing I want to trade. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that was. Why is he on like bullet resistance right now? That's what doesn't make sense. We're being attacked with bombs. You have the vaccinator, the thing that can resist explosion damage. You're just choosing not to use it for some reason. What vape do I have? It's a Geek Vape Aegis. I'm streaming here again, indeed. You don't know real TF2 unless you played on console via the Orange Box. It's true, I have not. And I never claimed to. But watch this. You don't know real TF2 unless you've done this. See, this is real TF2 gaming. Oh, fuck. Why does this keep happening? Alright, that's super annoying. Where's this guy here? Oh, he must have seen me. Normally I'm not an anti-friendly guy, but this is pretty annoying. Hamas warrior? That's really funny.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
The actual fucking... we're losing this because I didn't go medic, by the way. If you're curious, if you're interested, if you guys are interested in like breaking down and analyzing why we lost, the answer is because of this fucking retard. He's playing on the vaccinator. He doesn't know how to build properly. He doesn't know how to select resistances properly. He's healing the wrong. He has terrible heal priority. Yeah. If I had gone... I mean, first of all, you just shouldn't have using the vaccinator. What you do is, you sit there, you build Uber, you push in, you take down the one sentry that's stopping us from pushing in. It's not hard. It's literally the easiest point on Dusker. I'm gonna requeue because I just don't want to play with these people anymore. Have I been watching any anime recently? I have indeed been watching anime recently. On the plane, I was watching Tamayura more aggressive. Tamayura more aggressive. We're on high tower, so you know we gotta play troll here. But recently I've been getting into Magical Girl anime. I'm planning on making a video about Magical Girl anime, but I need to finish all the shows I'm watching first. Because obviously the thing is they're all like 50 episodes long. Or longer. So... yeah, recently I've been watching Anyamaru Tente Kiriminzu, which is a really good Magical Girl show. Very underrated in my opinion. I'm not very good at Trojan, by the way. Yeah, and I also been trying to finish. I don't know. I've been watching kind of a. I've been actually getting back into anime, like in a big way. Yeah, I've been watching Sakura, Cardcaptor Sakura, which I still haven't finished. But I'm like, you know, still making my way through it. And a few other shows like seasonal stuff. But whatever. That was funny. Hold on, I will answer your question in a second. Once I die. Oh, was that guy? suck. Why are they capping? Don't they know? This is Hightower. What do you recommend to someone only getting into anime recently, assuming he has similar taste to me? That's a difficult question to answer because I don't have the taste of someone who's only recently getting into anime, you know? I'm like, most people who get into anime are, you know, more interested in the slightly more traditional, plot-centric, maybe action-centric stuff. So, it's pretty rare. Oh shit, that would have been kind of cool, but whatever. But yeah, K-On!, as Fumomo said, is probably the best bet. If you want to get into the more moe side of things, I think K-On! Is the best place to start. Yeah. Pretty much a classic. What anime actually? What have you seen so far? Because that'll inform. Like, tell me what you've seen and what you've liked. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, and that'll give me. I'm not the best at recommendations. Just lying people's heads. I suck so bad. This guy doesn't even know I exist and I've missed it. What am I doing? That was so bad. That was cringe. I love moe slice of life anime. I've been liking Azudayo and Nichijou. Yeah, K-On! Watch K-On! I mean, I can just give you the list of the good slice of life in moe anime. It's not something that's unknown, you know, like, pretty much everyone agrees on the good ones. Pretty much everyone knows the good ones, who's into them, you know? That was stupid. Have you seen Rikujo Boy Tai Mao-chan? I don't believe so. Let me look that up. Hold on. No, I have not seen this. Oh, I know this show. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. But I'm aware of it. It's on my friend's watch. Lucky Star was a big gateway for me since I could watch the things it referenced. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I mean, I've said this a million times, but like I had a very different gateway into anime than most people. Yeah, my first anime was Shinigyō no Koigashitai, which is not a typical, you know, Death Note or Dragon Ball or whatever. And I watched, yeah, I mean, I got into anime because I wanted to understand the reaction images people were posting on 4chan, so I watched a lot of the shows that were popular on 4chan, like, during that period of around 2016, 2015, 2016, so it did end up being a lot of slice of life anime, and that influenced my taste. Although, who knows, maybe I was always destined to... No way, I just missed that, it's annoying. We go for this, I think. Do you find your reduced graphic settings to advantage you in a significant way? Yeah, mostly it's about consistency of FPS rather than just like high FPS. Like, I will get high FPS even on fairly good graphic settings or on max graphic settings with my PC. But like, if there's a lot of shit going on, the frames will drop, and then that's normally when there's a lot of shit going on is exactly when you don't want your frames to drop. This guy's fucking stupid. He's lagging so much. Who is this guy? What was I talking about? Yeah, so it's like mostly and this isn't that low. Like when I was in Estonia, I was literally on the lowest possible graphic settings because Doltsmite's computer is not as strong as mine. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and re-grab some health. My gateway was finding the first volume of Oh My Goddess in my local library. Actually, I guess if you want to get strict about it, my gateway to anime and manga was finding random volumes of Bleach in my local library. So technically, Bleach and Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. And maybe Pokemon if on TV and whatever if you want to count Pokemon, but you know, Pokemon doesn't. I don't count Pokemon. Okay. You know when Joe Biden was like, I don't count drink driving as a felony? That's me with Pokemon. I don't count it as a felony. Uranium Fever? Well, I feel like I know this guy. Am I crazy? I hate anime now though? Why do you hate anime? What's wrong with it? I started with a regular Attack on Titan, Death Note, Sword Art Online type things. I mean, yeah, I did watch that stuff afterwards, but yeah. Cowboy Bebop. That's the typical. Is there a guy? There's no guy. I suck. Hi. Ow. If you want the good slice of life anime, I mean, just look on my Mao. Or, I don't know if people even know where to find my Mao. The good ones. I got right into clamp stuff after Oh My Goddess. That makes sense. That's a good. I'd say that that's a good pathway. That's a solid pathway. Although, I mean, I haven't seen that many clamp shows, but I think Cardcaptor Sakura is the only good one, personally. But that's the only good one of what I've seen. So, you know. My gateway was a random 2-volume Castlevania manga that I enjoyed. Based. I highly recommend Manabi Straight. Manabi Straight is great. Manabi Straight is a very good show. So that's what you get for this guy? No. I'm not very good at Troja. I wish I could be better. Ow. it doesn't sound like you hate anime. If you just recommended, then I'll be straight. But if you look, this is what I'm discovering, right? Is if you're into slice of life and moe anime, if you like, you know, that shit, you should get into Magic Girl shows, because it's just like the ultimate version, kind of. I don't know if it's the ultimate version, but it's, you know, that was really dumb what I just did. Ah, you suck. Okay, I suck. Ashamed to admit I wouldn't be here without AniTubers. I mean, I wouldn't have made a YouTube channel without AniTubers, so... Can I get this fucker? No? Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, I definitely recommend Anyamaru Tantei Kiriminzu. Here's something I'm trying to do recently. And you might think it's cringe. And honestly, it might be cringe. So that's reasonable. But I think I've been trying to recommend people shit less. Right? Like, there's a few things that are good. That was such a scuffed sentence. There's a few things that are good. Okay, and we all agree on this. A couple of them are good. There's lots of things, some of them are good. Most of them bad, but some of them good. And frankly, I just don't want people to know about them. Like, you know, it's as much my fault that anime has turned into such, or like, it's all of our fault for not gatekeeping hard enough. And I'm aware that gatekeeping is impossible, okay? This fucking guy, he keeps being in the same place and getting me in the exact same way. I'm aware that gatekeeping is impossible. People are gonna find things no matter what, right? And so I think there's a couple, like, I've been desperately kind of questing for a solution to a final solution to the gatekeeping problem, if you will. Because I'm beginning to agree. The Anyamaru Tantei Kiriminzu OP is so based. Never actually seen the anime though. The OP is based. It's in like Chinese. I don't know why it's in Chinese, but it's in Chinese for some reason. The ED is also really good. Oh yeah, something fucking weird, right? So I'm watching the Tamayura, right? I'll get back on gatekeeping in a second. I'm watching, you know, the third season of Tamayura. And Tamayura is really good. It's heavily underrated, but I'm happy that it's underrated because it means I can feel cool about knowing about it, you know, and that's important to me. Where was I going? I got distracted by Team Fortress 2. Right, so Tamayura. Yeah, Tamayura. Tamayura is really good. If you guys like slice of life, Iyashikei, anime, you know, which a lot of people do, watch Tamayura. You'll like it. It's really good. It's one of the best. If not, it might be the best. And I've watched a lot of them, okay? It might be the best. But what I didn't realize about it is the director, okay? It's directed by Junichi Sato, or Sato Junichi. Sato Junichi Sensei, right? And I don't know if I'm just a fucking noob who doesn't know anything about anime, guys, but I didn't realize how much of a fucking beast this director is. So first of all, he wrote the manga for Tamayura and adapted it himself. But secondly, he also directed Aria, which is the other best Iyashikei anime, right? And then on top of that, he also wrote the manga and directed Princess Tutu, which is like, you know, one of the most widely acclaimed magical girl anime, although it's a bit of an unusual magical girl anime. You know. And personally, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Princess Tutu, but he directed the, as I remember it, I should double check this on now, but I'm pretty sure he directed like the first, he wrote the manga for Princess Tutu, and then he directed the first like part of Princess Tutu and then handed it over to Ikuhara, which explains a lot because I really like the first part of Princess Tutu and don't really like the later parts of Princess Tutu, which is so explanatory because I don't like Ikuhara. I'm the only anime guy that doesn't really fuck with Ikuhara that much. I don't hate his style, but like it just has never done much for me, right? Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Ikuhara is the guy, he directed a lot of Sailor Moon, he and then notably directed what's the show called? Utena, Shoujo Kakemi Utena, which a lot of people really love Utena, and like I'm not anti Utena, okay? I don't think it's a bad show. I think it's a good show, but I don't really. I just want to say I don't get it. Like, it maybe just goes over my head or something, but I liked it, but I wouldn't say it was like amazing or anything like that. And I also have the same opinion about Mawaru Penguin Drum. I thought Penguin Drum was like good, like it wasn't, I didn't dislike it, but I also think Ikuhara just sort of, there's something about his style that just doesn't, like, the way he sort of, I don't know, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to go straight into just shitting on this guy, but whatever. But yeah, as Slime Privilege says, this guy, Junichi Sato, is that what his name is? Yeah. He also directed Ojamajo Doremi, which is another one of the best, I mean, I haven't actually seen it, the most acclaimed magical anime, which I am planning on watching, but probably not for a while, because it's very long, and I want to watch Precure after I finish Sakura and Kirimanzu. Okay, that was sick movement. You guys don't even understand what you just saw if you don't play TF2, but that was actually sick. And that was garbage. Yeah, I had a friend a while ago who was really into Doremi. But yeah, I just want to check out Precure because Firstly, Precure is like still really popular with Japanese otaku. Like, there's, you know, the other Magical Girl shows have niche fan bases. I mean, it's worth noting, right? I think this is the thing about Magical Girl anime, is that in the West, no one cares about Magical Girl anime, except, like, or rather, I should say, there are the market of like Western male otaku who actually give a fuck about Magical Girl anime is like really, really, really small, which is a shame because it's good shit, right? Firstly, it's good shit, and secondly, like, why there is a decently sized chunk of people who are big into this sort of slice of life and moe anime, which is mostly inspired by the format of Magical Girl anime, right? Like the adult male otaku who got really into Magical Girl anime, you know, popularized the idea of in like the moe formula comes from a mixture of you know, the early romance themed visual novels. There's no way I just fucked that up. Anyway, the early moe formula is like a cross between you know, the key visual novels. Although even key visual novels, like, it was all inspired. The moe thing was, do you know what I'm saying here? Like, it comes kind of originally, from Magical anime. And as you can see with this guy, Junichi Sato, there's a lot of crossover. Like this is a guy that directed a bunch of Magical Girl anime and moe slice of life anime. Like, there's direct crossover in appeal, in stuff, etc. And, you know, having watched now, the only really big difference is, you know, Magical Girl anime is more episodic and lasts a lot longer. Like, you're talking 50 episodes instead of 12. Which can be a pain. It can definitely be a pain to watch. Because not all of the episodes are going to be good. Like, even the best shows, they're going to have recaps and stuff. You know, they're going to have some slower episodes, and the pacing is going to be, like, generally speaking, yeah, a lot slower. Wasn't I talking about something else a second ago? I was like, I'll come back to that, and then I didn't. Right, we were talking about fucking the fan bases. Well, Precure is still very popular. The mileage may vary, but after like, yeah, okay, yeah. Look, I'm planning to watch it, don't worry. Okay, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not. It's on my list of essential Magical Girl anime. Like, this is the plan. If you want to hear, oh, gatekeeping. Thank you. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. But the plan is quite simply, like, boys, the plan is simple. I'm dead. I'm gonna finish Sakura, and I'm gonna finish Kiruminzu, and then I'm going to watch Heartcatch Precure, and then I'm gonna watch Ojamajo Doremi. Like, that is the plan. I don't know if that's how it'll actually go in real life, but that is the plan. Because I'm curious about the more action-oriented side of Magical Girl anime, right? Like, I've only watched the more slice of lifey side of things. So I want to have a more full understanding of the genre. Cardcaptor is the only Mahou Shoujo anime I've seen. I loved it, but it took me over a year to finish. So I mean, bro, it's taken me like 2 years, and I'm still not finished. I've been speeding up a little bit recently. I also got distracted because Kiriminzu is also really good. It's not as good as Sakura. But, I mean, I have a hot take about Sakura, which is that I think it's the best looking anime ever made. I think Cardcaptor Sakura is literally the best looking show ever made. And that doesn't mean the best animated. It doesn't mean like, oh, it has the most epic Sakuga moments. I mean in terms of like direction, in terms of color palette, in terms of character design, in terms of framing, in terms of blocking. You know, it looks great just consistently. It has just such a pleasant aesthetic to look at. Every frame is just, I don't know, it just looks great. It's just, I can't think of anything that looks better. Even when the anime, like that's what I think makes it such a good looking show, is that even during episodes where like the animation is very limited, which is obviously going to happen with a long running episodic anime like that. Like not every episode is going to have 10 out of 10 animation because you have to budget your time when you're on a production like that. And that's what makes Sakura so good to me, is that even in the episodes, like the animation never looks bad. Like let me just put that out there. There's a difference between limited and bad. Like there are some episodes that are basically like mostly people standing still and their mouths moving, right? Like there's just not much animation. But even in the moments or whatever where there's not that much animation, or the animation's very framey or whatever, the show still looks great. Like just because it's so well directed and because the visual design is so good. Yeah. So gatekeeping. Like when you like something, when you're passionate about something, especially something that people don't really know about that much, like you want to talk about it and you want to share it. But the thing is, and I'm coming to realize, this is actually a bad instinct. This is an instinct that you should suppress. Because this is how you end up with a bunch of fucking normies. And I used to think that like it was okay because there's just stuff that's gonna, like, it's fine as long as your interests are, what I used to say is you just need to like things that are gonna gatekeep themselves, right? Like my thesis was no one's gonna, you know, you're not gonna have a normie invasion of like a visual novel that you like, because no one's gonna read a 40-hour visual novel, right? It's like about fucking cute girls or anything, right? But I've been something that caused something even worse to happen. So I was right. I was correct in that assessment. No one is gonna watch it, but it turns out that's even worse, because now, like, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like Tsubehebe became very trendy amongst like Instagram e-girl types, right? And this is very, very painful to me, because like, look, Lane used to be my favorite anime. It used to be my singular obsession, and Lane became super popular, not just among Instagram e-girl types, but among pretty much everyone, including those ones. And that was kind of painful to watch happen. It was like this thing that I thought was like very special to me personally, like something that was like, it was a very personal thing to me, right? That was my relationship to Lane. It was now like subsumed into mass culture, and that was very sad. But also the thing about Lane is it's a 12-episode anime, and it's just good. Tsubehebe is not super popular in the general populace, right? At least as far as I can tell. But it is particularly popular with like, as far as I can tell, like Pinterest and Instagram and Tumblr sort of e-girls. And that's painful because, like, for two main reasons. The first one is that, once again, Tsubehebe is something that's very meaningful to me, like on a personal level. right? But secondly, this is the thing that actually ruins it for me. They haven't read it. Like they like the aesthetic of it, and they literally haven't, like, this is what I thought. I thought it doesn't matter if, like, you know, Super Hebe is cool and blah blah blah, because, like, well, no one's gonna sit down and read all of Super Hebe just to be in the loop. And so, like, you won't have an invasion of, like, retarded fans. But they just don't read it, and they just still post about it. It's the worst possible... it's the worst possible outcome. They just pretend. They just fucking pretend. It makes me want to kill myself. It's so fucking... Oh. So now you got all these people aesthetic posting about, and I thought, like, of all the things, it can't be Super Hebe, because Super Hebe is, like, got fucking bestiality in it. It's got, like, incest in it. You know, it's got, like, hour-long sex scenes, a million, you know, Wittgenstein references. Like, no one's gonna go out and, like, do what I did, which is finish Super Hebe and then read the Tractatus, which, by the way, like, I don't know. I don't actually. That's its own topic. I'm not going to get into Super Hebe relationship with Wittgenstein. But I just assumed that, like, but it's the worst. It's the fucking worst, bro. So now look, it's not like this is completely wrong. My thesis is completely wrong, because no one's going to read. No one's going to read, like, the actual degenerate, like, less popular than the, you know, top 100 visual novels of the time, stuff that I like. You know, like, I'm not worried about, personally, and maybe I should be, but right now, I'm not worried about Ubisoft visual novels becoming, like, normificationed, right? Like, I don't think we're gonna see, a whole bunch of e-girls gathering around the cat pretending to be Ayachi Nene from Son of a Witch, right? Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But whatever. So I think the only real answer, and it's also, like, very arbitrary. This is the other thing I realized. Like, Lane is popular. I will respond to you guys' comments in a second once I finish this run. Lane is very popular, right? And it's popular because it's very aesthetically strong. It has a very unique visual aesthetic, but it's also anime, which is in itself, like, a trendy visual aesthetic. It has a bunch of, but it's also, like, artsy. It has themes. It's very, like, it's got, like, good female characters that are, like, you know, relatable, but also cute. And it's got, like, it's also, like, edgy, right? It has, Lane has, like, kind of psychological horror elements to it, right? So it's like you've got this artsy, and it's also not that long, and it's kind of old, so it has kind of a retro 2000s aesthetic. Obviously Lane's from the 90s, but, you know, 90s 2000s aesthetic, which is very in right now, and, or, like, the 90s aesthetic was particularly in when Lane was like really getting mainstream popularity. And it's, like, related to like, common themes that are popular around right now, the internet or whatever. The thing is, there's another anime which is called Alien 9. You might have seen it, which to me is very similar in all of those aspects to Lane. It's an artsy, you know, anime with a really unique visual aesthetic that has, like, psychological horror elements. It has female characters with a lot of depth. It has you know, a really strong atmosphere to it, etc. Like, by all intents and purposes, Alien 9 should have all of the capacity for the sort of mainstream success that Lane had, except it doesn't. Like, it's just fucking... It's completely arbitrary what gets popular and what doesn't. Like, why did Lane get popular and Alien 9 didn't? There's no reason. There's simply no reason. Like, they're both good. It's not like, well, Alien 9 just sucks. You know, Alien 9's also great. You know what I mean? Like, there's a zeitgeist and something that gets popular has to adhere to the zeitgeist, but there's no way to predict what thing that adheres to the zeitgeist is going to be the one that gets picked up by the mainstream. I missed that. There we go. Ow. Lane and Azumanga were ruined. Hello Dash. Same thing happened to me with Berserk. I hate that it's associated with the Sigma male chat. Bro, if I was a Berserk fan, I don't know, man. I might have to kill myself. I've been working my way through the Tractatus after Subahibi 2 base. Secondaries are also always the biggest threat. What do you mean by that? Are you talking about the game? Shotguns? I don't know. I feel Lane has a lot more accessible than Alien 9. Is it? I'm gonna die. That was lucky. Man, that's annoying. I remember you saying in one of your podcasts that being a train otaku gatekeeps itself, but I've seen Normans become attached to the aesthetic in a similar way. And maybe I'm them. Maybe I'm Normans. Because I'm, like, vaguely interested in train otaku, but, like, haven't done any of the research, so... Maybe that makes me a Norman in this instance. But I don't go around pretending, okay? Listen, I'm pretty specific. Like, when I say I'm into trains, I'm particularly... There's like a niche subgenre of train otaku, which is the Tube, the London Tube. And I have done the research on that, so... You know, I don't know what this means, but... So my oldest brother who hasn't seen any anime has seen Lane. It's very strange. TF2 is the YouTube shorts of video games. I love YouTube shorts, so I guess that explains everything. Wait, wouldn't the YouTube shorts of video games be WarioWare? Because it's literally shorts. WarioWare is the YouTube shorts of video games. Yeah, I've seen Alien 9 pop up a bit, but mostly from Lane enjoyers, and it's always just a footnote. Yeah, and there's also a bunch of other stuff by the guys that made Lane. Like, the people who were into anime, who were into Lane before it was, like, before it was mainstream, right? Like... You would always see, like, I remember Digi, for example, would always say, like, Lane and then Haibane Renmei and Texnolize all sort of in the same breath, right? Because they're all made by the same guy. Or the same team. And then maybe if you really want to go a bit more beyond the pale, you would then go, like, Ghost Dog, or, I mean, Ghost Hound, which I haven't even seen, and like maybe Malice Doll, right? Like those are the, but no one actually cares. From a normal perspective, Lane has a lot about it that is traditionally cool. Yeah, but that's what's weird is that like Subahibi doesn't. Subahibi, I think what it has is it's just kind of edgy, right? It has the anime. There's two visual novels that are like popular with like Pinterest normies, and it's Subahibi and Totono, Kimi to Kanojo no Koi, which I haven't read Totono, but the thing about both of those visual novels is they're both like kind of subversions. I hate to use that word, but then neither of them are like super typical visual novels, right? Oh, Edgebug. Did you guys see the Edgebug? Yeah, Superhero is emo. That's exactly right. And Totino is also emo. Whereas, like, I don't know, fucking whatever random fucking eroge, you know, Marshmallow All the Way Home or whatever, Iroseka, anything, right? Which might be good, but I don't know. I think those ones are more likely to gatekeep themselves. So I think that this gatekeep themselves thesis is like, yo, that was fucking sick. Clip it. And also, perchance, ship it. Clip it and then, perchance, also add on to that, shipping it. Anyway. Secondary is someone who says they're a fan, but they experience the source and just to... You mean, like, people who only have access to it from secondary sources? I don't really understand the term. Is it like a poser? I've never heard this term before. Damn, that guy's fucking sick with the flag gun. So I think there's something to be said about... Basically, yeah. I think there's something to be said about stuff that gatekeeps itself. I don't think this thesis is entirely wrong. But I think it's... I think it's a incomplete thesis, but I think it has some truth to it. And I think so. For example, like some of the deeper cut magical girl anime, like the stuff that didn't air on TV in outside of Japan, is probably gonna be decent, in my opinion, for a while at least, until they figure it out. Because, for a couple of reasons. There's, number one, like, as far as normies are concerned, there's sort of two types of anime, right? There's, like, the good anime, and then there's, like, the weird anime, right? And they just lump all of the weird anime together. So, like, they think there's, like, I don't know, Chainsaw Man, which has artistic merit or whatever, and then there's like the weird anime, which is for weirdos, and that's like pretty much anything from a generic isekai to like an 80s OVA to you know, a slice of life anime to you know, pretty much anything outside of the mainstream, but particularly anything that isn't action. Anything otaku, but it's not just that, because otaku stuff does sometimes, like, for example, like Lucky Star is not one of the weirdo anime, right? Like, the weirdo anime has to be stuff that they don't understand the appeal of, because they always will just accuse, like, if you're interested in weirdo anime, they will basically just assume you're a pervert, and that's why you're interested in it, right? So anything like that. There's not really a strict definition. I forgot where I was going with this. Right, so there's this association, right, that like you want to be into anime, and people who want to be into anime, you might think that they're really afraid of being accused of being perverts, but they're actually not. They actually really like this. They really like this, but they don't want it to be considered like a particular kind of otaku sexuality, right? They want it to be mainstream sexuality. So anything that signals otaku sexuality is going to be a little more outside of their purview. And so this is why I like magical girl shows as a sort of tell, I guess, for how much of a real one people are. Because the thing about magical girl anime is that most male anime fans aren't gonna watch magical girl anime because it's not cool. There's nothing cool about it, especially the less action-oriented ones, right? And especially the ones that don't, like, obviously Cardcaptor Sakura, as I just said, is like one of the best looking things ever made, so like that's aesthetically cool. But stuff like Doremi, and I feel like a poser talking about it because again I haven't seen it, I'm just entering this world. You know, it's less cool, and I think that's one. And then so there's shows made for little girls, and people really freak out when adult men are interested in stuff made for little girls. You can just see this with like the pony fandom, for example. Like, most people see bronies and they don't think that bronies can be like unironically into MLP. Like, they think the bronies are like into MLP because they are perverts who want to fuck horses. And this isn't to say that the bronies are perverts who want to fuck horses, but they also really like MLP. Like, that's the thing. They've got the order of operations wrong. Like, people who get into MLP, first, they just like the show, and then that turns them into perverts that want to fuck horses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you don't want to be considered a pervert who wants to fuck horses, so most people aren't going to, like, signal really hard that they're into MLP, right? Like, women will, because, like, being accused of being a pervert when you're a woman isn't as, like, socially devastating. But like, most men aren't really willing to do that sort of thing. And so this is why I think, like, Magic Girl shows are a good tell for if a male anime fan is an actual anime fan or if they're like an otaku, you know? Because it's not cool. They're long as shit. They're really slow and like made for little girls. And if you like them too much, people will call you a pedophile. And most people don't, they're just not willing to like deal with that level of social stigma, right? And they're also just good. Like, people don't really like good stuff, you know? Like, they're good in a particular way. I don't know. I struggle to fully enjoy anime due to the massive mainstream influence. I understand it's silly to let this ruin my... I mean, look, I fucking agree with you, and I don't think it's that silly, right? Like, I think in part it's silly, but I also think, like, completely dismissing this idea as like, well, you shouldn't care what other people think is just kind of insane. Because, like, not to be cliched, but we live in a society. We live in a world with other people. People who are into anime, in part, want to be part of a community. Not entirely, but, like, that is obviously part of the appeal. And saying that that's, like, some insane normie shit is completely wrong. Because that is the nature of otaku. Like, watch Otaku no Video, watch Genshiken. Like, it's all about the community of otaku, you know? But then more than that, the primary thing is, if you find a show that you think is really personal to you, is really personally meaningful to you, and then you come to discover that, like, actually, this thing that I thought, you know, felt really individual and personal to me and important to me is actually, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of retards who like it because it's cool aesthetically, or whatever. Like, yeah, no fucking shit you're gonna feel bad about that, you know? Like, that's a weird experience. It's an unpleasant experience. So I don't think it's that silly. I think people who say it's silly are, like, over I don't know how to explain it. They're I don't know, man. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I think they're missing something, basically. My mother disowned me because of the weird anime posters I have? That's crazy. What am I using to jump? I'm using the rocket jumper, but I have my V models turned off when I'm using like, hold on, this is my rocket jumper. But yeah, I just have V models turned off on my primary. My mom saw my Nanoha posters and told me I'd get cancelled. Well, that's what I'm fucking saying. Most people aren't going to be into Nanoha. Simply because, and I also think this is another reason why you remember my old video, What is a Normie? Where I said otaku is about liking the bad parts. Like, the thing about Nanoha is I love Nanoha. Okay, I've seen all of Nanoha. You guys know I love Nanoha. But Nanoha is also bad in a lot of ways that, like, someone who's interested in traditional media, you know, is just gonna sort of be turned off by. I think that's something important. So, my thesis about gatekeeping really boils down to, like, there's as much, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can, like, the type of stuff you're into does have an effect. But also, ultimately, if you go around, like, what is cool and what is not cool is socially informed. It's a social phenomenon, and more importantly, it's a social process, right? It's a social process. Something becoming cool is a social process. It has to be reproduced through social relations. And so simply keeping your fucking mouth shut. You ever heard the phrase loose lips sink ships? Yeah. Keep your mouth shut. If you find some obscure shit that you're into and you don't want normies to find out about it, then don't go fucking telling them about it. And when I say that, what I mean is, you can talk about it here, you could talk about it on Denpa-chan, you know, you could talk about it on the boards, talk about it in the places with your friends, with the real ones, but people seem to have not figured out the difference between a public forum and a private forum, right? Like, if you post about shit on Twitter, it's gonna be on fucking Twitter. It doesn't matter if you have 2 followers or whatever, the more people that are posting about it on Twitter, the more it becomes a part of the Twitter zeitgeist, right? Like, you just have to fucking not do that shit, even though it goes against your instincts, because when you find something cool, you want to tell people about it, right? Like, just don't, like, tell people you trust. Like, it's actually serious. It's actually that serious, you know? Just don't go blowing up the spot. Don't go posting about it in places where Normans are gonna see that shit. Because that's what the Normans do. They conquest, bro. They fucking invaded in 1066, and they're doing it again. That's the whole fucking point of Normans, is that their whole deal is that is the conquest. So you gotta, you know, keep a constant eye. You gotta keep a constant eye open for these Normans. And look, there's also something to be said here, which is that, like, there are people who are just new to anime. Like, I know I need to get off Twitter. You know, every time I bring up Twitter, someone says this, and they're right. They are completely right. I don't have a comeback. I know I need to get off Twitter, but there was a tweet going around in the anime Twitter communities that was like, someone said, hey, what are some anime that are, like, you think are really underrated and not enough people know about? And there were loads of people posting big, you know, charts of all of the cool obscure anime they know. And, you know, a lot of it wasn't that obscure, right? It was like medium tier obscurity. But you just shouldn't be doing this. If you see some shit like this, that is literally the fucking feds. Anyone who's asking you that shit is the feds. The motherfuckers that are going around saying, hey, let me in. Hey, bro. Hey, here's an AR-15. Here are some 4chan memes. Here's a gun with all of the attachments we want banned. You know, that motherfucker's a fed. That motherfucker is a fed. Don't engage. Do not engage. Right? This is the shit that people need to learn. Don't fucking blow up the spot. You know, if I see that tweet, hey, do you know any obscure anime that like you can share? Like, oh, my brain instantly lights up. This is my whole life. All I know is obscure anime that no one that is like severely underrated. Like I could post 50 shows here. I could change someone's life, you know? I could fucking introduce someone to their next favorite anime, you know, whatever. Or like all of these shows that don't get enough love. Tamayuro, for example, right? Like I was just talking about, like a show that I'm like, everyone would love this show. Like all of, like Aria, Yuru Camp's really popular, you know, there's a lot of really popular Iyashikei, Moe, right? But I'm not gonna fucking tell these bitches. I'm not gonna tell these bitches about Tamayura. I'm not gonna fucking tell these bitches about Kirumanzu. I'm not gonna fucking tell these bitches about any of this shit. You gotta find that shit, man. You gotta go through the effort I had to go through. You gotta dig through it's not hard to dig through Mal, and if you don't enjoy it, then you shouldn't be part of this fucking community in the first place. You should be somewhere else, doing something else, if you're not into the database searching. The database searching is like the best part. I love database searching. I'll spend fucking hours going through AnyDB. I'll spend hours on VNDB. I'll spend hours on Mal just looking for obscure shit, right? And that, like, if you're not willing to do that, if you're like, can you hold my hand and just tell me all of the good stuff without any of the effort, then, like, maybe you should just, maybe you don't deserve to know about the good stuff. There we go. That's my rant. Why would you get cancelled for Nano? I mean, Nanoha isn't like... Okay, I was saying that, but I don't know what posters you have. I don't know what Nanoha posters you have. But I'm assuming that... I mean, I have a Nanoha poster. You know, it's not that sexual. Like, if you were saying... I'm gonna get cancelled for my, fucking, what's that show called? Prismaelia? If you were like talking about Prismaelia posters, now that I could understand. People don't seem to understand this. The blackmail artist Grausamkeit is a prime example. Amazing underground band that is now plastered all over TikTok due to unfiltered word of mouth. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that blackmail guy, but I'm sure it's true. Fellow anime fan here, can you tell me all the obscure base shit? You can trust me, yeah, 100%. I've had friends tell me they're interested in otaku media, but because I spoon-fed them, they never learned to search for things. Fucking exactly, bro. You actually phrased it perfect. You need to stop hand-holding these people. Because it's not like normies are perma normies. Everyone starts off with like, there's nothing even wrong with there being more anime fans. Like, if there were more people that like genuinely cared about the stuff I care about in anime, if there were more people, you know, I wouldn't be upset about that. I'd be perfectly happy about that. Like, a lot of people really upset about the Azudayo normification, right? Personally, I am not one of these people. I don't really care that Azumanga Daioh is popular with normies. Because and same with Lucky Star. Because I like Azumanga Daioh and Lucky Star. And these people aren't generally lying. Like, I mean, I don't like some of the memes where they like are just like, it's an anime character, but they're smoking weed. Like, that shit makes me want to kill myself. I don't fucking like that style of memes. You know, Osaka is smoking weed from Azumanga Daioh. Isn't that shit's... That's insane, man. She wouldn't normally do that. Like, what? Like, you know, that stuff pisses me off. But if you just start posting regular shit about Azudayo, like, I'm happy. I literally, I scroll down, I see, you know, fucking Konata or something, and I'm like, I like Konata. Konata is cute. I'm happy to see Konata. If you actually care about it, like, I don't really care. I would rather we keep the community fairly small and insular, but like, you know, that's a show from 2007. It's not exactly like super in the discourse anymore. It took them a while to figure out that Lucky Star exists, and they got there, and then, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm not super happy about it, but I'm not out here molding about Lucky Star or whatever. Especially because, as you said earlier, whoever that was, like, Lucky Star can be a really good gateway into better anime. Well, not necessarily better anime than Lucky Star, but better anime than Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Like, motherfuckers, Zoomers these days don't know about Haruhi. Did you know that? They don't know Haruhi exists. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it when people who don't know shit come in. You know, like I don't like it when I have to see people running around like, oh, if you like, you know, fucking Dragon Maid, then you're a pedophile, right? Like, for example, there's this YouTuber called FD Signifier. You might have seen he recently made like a 2-hour-long video, 3-hour-long video about the entire history of the Kendrick Drake beef. He's okay, right? I have mixed thoughts about FD Signifier. Some of his videos are good, some of them are kind of bad. It is what it is, right? Mid-tier lefty breadtube kind of guy. There are a lot of these mid-tier lefty breadtube kind of guys. You know, he's firmly mid-tier. But here's two things, right? Two coincident facts. Fact number one, he has an old video. One of the reasons why I initially started to dislike FD Signifier is that, like, randomly in one of his videos, I don't even remember the context, but he says, you know, well, that game you play, you know, glorifies US military imperialism in the Middle East. That, you know, whatever. And then one of the things he says is that anime you like, you know, promotes pedophilia. And then he shows a picture of Kana from Dragon Maid. And I'm like, okay, well, good one, you know. Whatever. Like, moralizing about media is fucking, like, just annoying. Right? But then, in the middle of the Kendrick Drake video, you know who gets a fucking shout out in the middle of a video? Like a 3-hour-long video about, completely unrelated, about the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. Is fucking Digibo. Digibo gets a shout out in the middle of this video. You would never expect it, right? And, like, I just want to say, like, FD Signifier focuses on, like, black politics in America, right? Like, that's his whole deal. Like, the experiences of black people and racism in America and in media and stuff like that. Like, and this guy's, like, this anime YouTuber that I really like, Digibo, he says Trixie the Golden Witch, right? Said this about Drake. And I'm like, bro, you know who this is, right? Not only is this, like, renowned lolicon Digi, but also it's Digi, the person who made the video, like, something like language policing is politics, not more. Like, the motherfucker who said the N-word more than anyone else I know, like. Oh, that was very strange to me. I don't remember why I brought that up, but it was very funny. I keep forgetting I'm on red now. I need to be attacking blue people. This guy's lagging so hard. It's funny, I had a YouTube short recommended to me the other day. This anime ran the same episode 8 weeks straight, and it was just teaching Zoomers about Haruhi. Bro, I mean, look, it's actually so weird that they like. As far as I'm from my cultural experience, Haruhi is like one of the most popular most mainstream anime, right? Like Haruhi is like one of the biggest mainstays of, so it's so weird that like people don't know about it, but you know, I guess I'm just getting old. Can I get this scout? No, someone else got him. Oh, hide this guy. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel so old and dusty, yeah. In my experience, the strongest running strain of otaku is currently people who are into BL. 100% agree. It's BL and also like the hardcore Yuri fags. Not the softcore Yuri. Like everyone likes Yuri. No one's anti-Yuri. But the people who are really into Yuri, right? Like those guys and the people who are really into Yuri, those guys are the real fucking ones. Those guys are the real ones. We gotta love those guys. That's what I'm saying about otaku sexuality, man. Like on Tumblr, you'll get cancelled for just saying you like yaoi, because they're like, oh, it's fetishizing gay men or something. I don't know what that means, but they'll say that. He maybe followed me mid-tier, but I think this is good when so many of those types of videos are unwatchable. No, I agree. Listen, I'm not anti-FD Signifier. I'm not insulting FD. Like, I think his videos are fine. Mostly I think they just vary in quality a lot. Like the Kendrick Drake video I thought was really, really good. I remember, and I also thought his video on Bo Burnham, the video on, like, that one was really good. Like he has some really, it's just that like his videos are very inconsistent. Like he has a video about the John Wick movies. It's called like The Impossible White Man. And I just found that theory, like, it's not necessarily his fault, but like the original theory of the Impossible White Man media, like, I think it just seems, it's not terrible, but it seems like just from an academic standpoint, a little bit weak to me, right? Like it seems, I don't know, I'm not entirely convinced about that, its usefulness as a concept. Not that I don't think it's useful at all, but I think it, like, for example, just at one point in the video, he's like, yeah, the Impossible White Man doesn't actually have to be white or a man. And I said, well, why fucking call it that then? Have you considered that people just want to think, like, imagine that they could be cool, you know? I don't know, it seemed kind of a stretch to I'm not saying that race politics doesn't play any role into that particular kind of genre, but I wouldn't personally have analyzed it from that perspective as primary, you know? But whatever. That's just my opinion as a white guy, so what do I know? I don't know if FT Signifier's second channel is not that far away from how Digi would talk about music. I agree. I mean, I think FT Signifier is hiding his Digi power level. I think FT Signifier watched After Dark. I think FT Signifier has watched the video just shit-talking other anime YouTubers. Moralizing about media. We are so back. The Zoomer anime fans I've met usually know about Haruhi, but usually know what Haruhi is, but either haven't seen it or they don't care because it's too slice of life. But what the fuck? How is too slice? I mean, these people should be put in camps. If you say too slice of lifey, you should be put in a camp. BL is the shit. Sure. Even super fucking innocent stuff like you know, Cardcaptor Sakura is gonna be like too out there for a lot of people because it has you know, degenerate sexuality in it. It has age gaps and stuff, and gay people. And people are like, no, gay people, we love gay people, but not like that, right? No, you're being gay, Ryan. You know what's weird is that so many otaku are also like computer programmers, right? And like if you go on Stack Overflow, they understand the no hand-holding thing very well. Like if I just tell you how to solve this problem, you're not gonna fucking learn anything, and you're just gonna be asking the same. That was kind of sick. You're just gonna be coming back here in a week asking the same thing again, you know? So like, I'm not gonna hold your hand. You know, you have to learn how to effectively research how to solve your own problems when you're programming something, right? Which can be annoying, but it also, it makes perfect fucking sense, right? Yeah, I'll check that out. DSBM fans getting angry at the oh bro, that shit is insane. I've seen that shit too. Part of why I love Super Hebe. You know, I thought Super Hebe, this might be a hot take. I don't know if it's that much of a hot take, but I thought Super Hebe went too far on the depravity. And not because I'm like, I have a moral problem with it or anything, but like, I think certain scenes, they just go on for like, I don't even remember what the girl's name is, but you know the one where she fucks her dad? You know, like that whole sequence? Like, I get it. I didn't dislike that sequence, but I think it's the biggest flaw. It's just that it goes on for so fucking long, and it doesn't really add anything to the story other than shock value. You know? Like, it's just pure shock value, which I'm not against pure shock value, but it kind of felt out of place, because the rest of the VN is, like, so, like, meaningful, you know? Purposeful, I guess, when it does stuff like that. And then you've got this, like, the few sequences that just seem like they're purely there for shock value, and that stuff, like, it doesn't really take away from it, but it's just like, I don't know, it could have been cut down a little bit, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's funny. I agree, that is funny. This guy's lagging too much, I can't tell him. Man, if I had been a blue player, that would have been sick. You go for this pyro? Yeah, so I mean, I think that you should be watching Magical Girl Anime. And I should be watching Magical Girl Anime right now instead of playing this stupid fucking video game. I should be watching Anyamaru Tantei Kirumunzu right now.
Deploy a dispenser here.
Everyone here should watch Ultramarge Doremi. Is the best anime ever remade. It's on my list, okay? I talked about this. I'm gonna watch it soon, okay? I also think if you post an anime, if you have an anime opinion on the internet, you should be forced to Number one, you should have to tell people your age, right? You should have to, because I don't want to hear a 14-year-old's opinion about anime. I shouldn't have this. There was an old like tweet that's like screenshots very famous, where it's like the worst thing about the internet is that I could be subjected to a 14-year-old's opinion at any moment. Like, yeah, I fucking agree. You should just not be allowed to talk about anime until you're 25. So, me, banned. But I also just think, like, you should have to post your mouth. Like, I don't want to fucking hear. Twitter is almost entirely 16-year-olds. Do you know what's the fucked up part? You're wrong. Twitter is almost entirely like 25-year-olds, like who act like they're 16-year-olds. Can't stick around, but just really wanted to pop in and say hi. Yo, what up, Unum? We're just talking about anime. I'm actually so glad I discovered Magical Girl shows. I mean, I've known about them, but like, I'm glad that I've decided to actually get into Magical Girl shows, because for so long now, I've been like stuck in this hole where I've seen nearly all the slice of life anime, and the stuff that will, like, pretty much anything that is going to interest me, I'm either already aware of, like I've already seen it, or I've already like dropped it, or whatever, right? In the genres that I already know that I like. So it's like I desperately needed something new. And Magical Girl shows are that something new for me. Also, I'm gonna go piss. So, is this? What is this? BRB. Yeah, epic. Okay, we're back. What have I missed in the chat? Blah blah blah. Why does anyone use Twitter? I have never understood it or understood the appeal. I don't want to read strangers' everyday thoughts. Okay. Okay, that guy's cheating. Backtrack ass motherfucker. So Twitter is addictive as fuck. It's very addictive, and you get to see people say insane shit, and that's funny. It's funny when people say the most insane shit ever. However, it also doesn't have a very good signal to noise ratio. Like a lot of, you know, like the appeal of Twitter is that people say insane shit, and that's funny sometimes, right? Like when you see someone and just give the worst fucking take of all time. And it's also nice to have your own takes validated, right? Like if you say something and then a lot of people, you know, like and retweet your tweet, you feel like you're smart. You're like, oh yeah, I said something smart and people agree with me, right? Like that's a good feeling. That gives you dopamine. And yeah, you get to see other people give their own takes, and most of the time it's the worst shit ever. But sometimes it'll be really good. Okay, I don't know what to do about this guy because he's just gonna backtrack me. If I move really, really slowly, he can't do anything. Yeah, I know how backtrack works. Oh, he left? That's funny. Damn it, missed the B-hop. So yeah, that's the appeal of Twitter. Why did I do that? The appeal of Twitter is once in a while you get to see someone post something actually smart or interesting, right? Like some people do, like a lot of what Twitter is people linking articles from other places, right? And like that's one of the unique things about Twitter is that it's one of the last places where people actually read. Like not much, a lot of the time they don't. But if you want to find anyone who reads, like Twitter is your best bet of all the social media platforms, right? This guy's good. It's a little hard to hear me. Oh, okay, hold on. I can fix that. Is this better? Should be better. But it's also just, it's very addictive. Just the format of the website is like, it does a really good job of getting you addicted. And I don't know how it works. Like just the infinite scroll and whatever, like something about it. I don't know. It's not good though. I wouldn't recommend anyone join Twitter. Have you not seen Madoka? I'm talking about real magical girl shows, not Madoka. I'm talking about the ones made for little girls. Curious what you would think of the VTubert show this season. I haven't seen it. I've kind of avoided watching it. But I know about it. Okay, I'm never killing this guy. I'm just gonna have to accept that. I might requeue. I think the VTuber show is the best show of the season, only up to episode 5. Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out then. Lots of fun references like King Koi and Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, and they did an alternate version of the NHKED in one app. Okay, that sounds kind of sick, but it also sounds like what you're saying is kind of like a Marvel movie where they're like, bro, it's the thing that I like. But then again, I also like the thing that I like, so that's not entirely a problem for me. Some of the best anime are yo, it's the thing that I like. I'll definitely check it out then.
Hi guys, I will come along.
What's this guy's profile picture? Oh, that's Shika Noko 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 Kosh Tan Tan. Edge bug. You guys see the edge bug? How did that not work? That's what I was trying to do. Where are we at? My two faves are probably the Wakagimi one. It's got the Wonder Egg team on it, and Gimai Seikatsu. I'm not watching anything from this season. I watched the first episode of Shika no Kono no Kokoshi Tan Tan, and that's it. That's all I watched. So recommendations are appreciated. But I actually don't have time to be watching fucking seasonal anime because I have so much. This is the thing. Every single magical anime is 1,000,000 fucking episodes long. Okay, I don't have time. I have to focus. I have to focus up here. I've got like, I'm on we're big time now. Okay, we don't watch 12 episode series. I've got fucking 40-hour visual novels to read and like a 1,000,000 episode Magical Girl series. And I'm also planning to start One Piece soon. So like, we don't have fucking time for this. We don't have time for this. The new Monogatari season is really good, but I'm actually ashamed of myself. I have not kept up with Monogatari for ages. Like, there's like 3 seasons that I have missed, and I like don't want to watch them because I don't remember what the fuck happened, right? But also I do want to watch them because I love Monogatari. Damn, can't believe I fucked that one up. Still too loud. Wow, so it's actually just mainstream 4chan. What's mainstream 4chan? Oh, Twitter? Yeah, it is that's the best way to describe it. It's most comparable of anything to 4chan. It's like 4chan with an algorithm, basically. And also the other thing about Twitter is that the algorithm is really bad. Like, the algorithm is actually evil on Twitter. Like, most people who are into Twitter will just... on Twitter, there's 2 pages, right? There's the For You page and the following page. So, like, one of them's, like, algorithmic and one of them's just people you're following. And you might think to yourself, like, why would I ever not use the just following page? The thing is, the For You page is fucking evil because it will find... somehow it will get into your brain... and it will detect things that will make you mad and just show it to like, and it's so fucking good. Like, Twitter is like perfect for generating stuff that will make you mad, but you don't realize that. Okay, there's a couple of things going on. The first thing is that Twitter is worse now than it's ever been because if you're a blue check, you get paid for interactions. So there's a lot of rage bait. So you have to really like rein in, and people are really good. Like, because they're making money off of it, people have gotten like pretty good at making rage bait. Like, the thing about rage bait is even if you know it's rage bait, it still works on you. Because now you're like, okay, now this guy's doing this just to make me mad. And then you just get even more mad. So it's like, it's so annoying. Like, because it's such a stupid way to design your monetization system. It like is the perfect system to encourage people to post rage bait. But even if they're not doing it on purpose to make money, because everyone's an idiot, you know, like, Twitter is just excellent at generating stuff that you will disagree with enough to write your own tweet about why this guy's wrong. Which is like most of what Twitter is. It's just people like quote retweeting other people and being like, this guy's an idiot. But obviously, because everyone only has a short amount of words to explain themselves, no one's actually having real arguments on Twitter. It's all stupid. It's terrible. Do not ever get on Twitter. It's like smoking, but worse for you. It's like, it lowers your IQ. It's terrible. It's actually terrible. It's like, Yeah, and it used to be like, oh, it's mainstream 4chan, but you don't get people posting like about the Jews and stuff. But now you just do. Now you just do get that. So it's like, oh god, I don't even know. And it's the worst thing about Twitter is that like it's got. There's a lot of Twitter leftists, right? And I'm a leftist who's also on Twitter. But Twitter leftists are the worst people ever. Because they don't read, they don't know anything. They're just making shit up. It's the fucking worst, bro. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Twitter, but it's the worst. It's just so addicting. I actually think it's more addicting than cigarettes. I only use Twitter for the art these days. That's true. Twitter is unironically good for following artists and for finding porn. Twitter is actually really good for porn. More One Piece is worth the journey, but better to read. What VN are you reading? I'm like halfway through Sanada R, the one with UK. Wait, I didn't know she designed a visual novel. Wait, I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. Can you send me the VNDB link on Discord? I didn't know that existed, but I'm reading Iroseka. Taking a while because oh, it's in Japanese. Okay, yeah, I can't read it. I don't know how to read moon runes. I'm a poser. I feel like if I could speak Japanese, that would be the best. Then I could really feel better about myself. I could really be like, bro, if you don't know how to read at least 3,000 kanji, don't talk to me about your anime opinions. Like, that would be the best. I would love. That's exactly the type of guy that I want to be. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I know that's the most obnoxious fucking human being that exists, but I also know it feels so good to be that guy. It must feel so fucking good to be that guy. I'm almost finished with the third route. I thought the first route was terrible, second route was pretty okay. How do you deal with this, okay, Unim? When I'm reading a visual novel and one of the routes is bad, I don't want to finish it. Even if, because obviously like a lot of the times, you know, it's different writers for different routes and shit like that. Like if one of the routes is bad, I just don't want to finish it because I'm like, bro, I just spent like 10 hours reading this dog shit. Like it just completely saps my motivation to finish it. How do you deal with that? Because I just don't. That's how I end up just dropping so much. Like, I said, I don't know if dropped, like, I don't know how much. Like, I end up just not reading all of the routes, I guess, is what I'm saying. Damn it. I finished Tsuno Sora. I don't say these things out loud, but it feels good to think about it. What are you talking about? What things? Blah, blah, blah. I used Twitter on and off over the years. My last profile I closed in 2020, and it's wild how much it's changed. Yeah, man. Since Musk bought it, it's actually insane. The community notes are great. They're one of the funniest things about the site. Everything else is garbanzo. I'm just waiting for like everyone on the site, everyone who still uses Twitter is just sitting there like waiting till the site like actually becomes unusable to leave. But the thing is, we know how this goes because this happened with Tumblr. The site just never actually, like, that just never happens. The last part just never happens. Everyone's like, this is a garbage website, you know, it's clearly going downhill, it's not making any money. Like, it's gonna become unusable one day and we can all finally leave. But it's not gonna happen. It never happens. So, yeah, that's fun. And as I've talked about before, a lot of times, like, there just are no good Twitter alternatives. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Oh, you're reading H2O? Footprints in the Sand? I've seen that one. I don't know if this high tower gameplay is like actually interesting to you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not particularly good at Trollja. That's a spy, I feel like. Like, not our spy. Oh, I fucked it up. I just like jumping around, man. Right now I'm pretty much just on a Scar-G marathon. Right, makes sense. I'm just gonna go up to the top and just go do this. Damn it, missed. I don't say these things out loud, but it feels really good to think about it. My superiority due to knowing Japanese. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just come up with a number. If you haven't seen, like, it should be just below whatever, like, the cool people have seen. If you haven't seen more than 400 anime, you should kill yourself. You don't get to talk about anime until you've seen 400 shows. And then guy with 500 shows is like, bro, you've only seen 400 shows? I don't ever want to hear your opinions again. Like the Magical Girl thing that I was saying, like you don't get to talk on anime unless you've seen Magical Girl anime. At least one that isn't, you know, at least one Magical Girl show that's made, like that isn't Madoka, you know? That can be overwritten by just having seen a shitload of anime. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Second no thank you stream event to occur on my birthday. Yo, happy birthday. I started reading Moecan the other day, which is about an anarcho-capitalist AI-run megacorporation that owns islands with combat maids on them. This is what otaku media should aspire to be. That's really funny. I think, I don't know, man. Shonen was a mistake. Shonen was a mistake. Anime for teenage boys is the worst kind of anime. But its second worst kind of anime is anime that really explicitly markets itself towards adults. Like, the thing I don't like, the type of guy that I don't... Like, number one worst type of guy is type of guy that's like, oh, bro, I love anime. And then they watch, like, just the shows made for teenage boys. Right? That's the worst type of guy. Bro, I love anime. Have you ever seen Vinland Saga? Okay, Vinland Saga is actually maybe not the best example. Have you ever seen... you know, fucking any insert anything here, right? But the second worst type of guy, is the guy that's like, oh, I hate the first type of guy. I only watch good anime, and then they list like, you know, like, oh, why are people watching such good? This is like Digi, right? Like the old we have accepted mediocrity Digi stuff, right? Like, I love anime. There are so many great shows, right? There's so much to love about anime, and then the only shows they like are like the like Miyazaki. But like, anime is such a great art. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Like, the people who are like, oh, anime is an artistic medium. I love, you know, Miyazaki films. I love Ghost in the Shell and Akira and Patlabor and Satoshi Kon and you know, fucking all of that shit, right? That's the second worst type of anime fan, because they're like, oh, I love anime, and then what they actually like is a tiny fucking minority of anime. Why can't all anime be like Miyazaki films? It's more like Miyazaki films are not anime. They have nothing to do with the anime like culture at all. They're completely distinct. That it has nothing to do with otaku culture. It's a completely different thing. You don't like, if you really like the like quote unquote good, the traditionally good, the critically acclaimed, then you don't like anime, because that's only a tiny fucking percentage of, like, it's completely disconnected from it. You know? Do you guys know what I'm saying? Is this like an insane take? Oh, that would have been sick. I can't hear the stream because I'm in a meeting right now, but I can see the chat, and yeah, Moikan looks awesome. Yeah, Moikan's also on my list. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say Lane is traditionally cool. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I'm glad I can talk about this sort of thing here. My friends don't like it when I start ranting about Normans. You need new friends. Oh, okay. Head over to Denpa-chan and talk about this. I'm gonna make a video about like how Denpa-chan is going. Where is everyone? Can we get this guy? Nope. Monster is my favorite anime, bro. But that's what I'm fucking saying. Like, look, I love a lot of the like traditionally good, critically acclaimed anime stuff. I've seen a lot of it. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen a lot of it, right? You know, more than most people, right? And I've also read a few books and watched a few movies. It's like, there were some really good anime movies. There were some really good ones. I like all the Ghibli stuff, you know? I like that stuff. Like, the top absolute peak of anime is like, bro, watch a fucking film. Like, watch a real movie. Even if you need it to be Japanese. Like, watch a Japanese movie. I'm sorry. Like, I like Satoshi Kon, right? I'm not anti-Satoshi Kon, but like, and he's a good director, but he wouldn't make my top 10. There's no anime director who's made a movie. Like, I like Yamada Naoko. I like, you know, these guys. But in terms of, like, if I'm judging it on the qualities that I would judge a movie, like, no. Absolutely not. There is no anime that, like, reaches the level of, like, the best films. It's just not even fucking close. It's not even close. It's like, I like the Miyazaki films. But what's the best Miyazaki film? I don't know. Depends who you ask. Controversial question to ask, but it's probably, you know, it could be anything. I don't know. Nausicaa. I mean, whatever you say, someone's going to agree with you. So, you know, probably in my opinion, Princess Mononoke. But whatever. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's not even fucking close. It's not even close to like, and even within Japan, like any of the best Japanese filmmakers, you know, from the 50s, right? The golden age of Japanese cinema. Kurosawa, Ozu, and the other guy that I always forget his name, even though I've only seen one of his movies and it's like one of my favorite films of all time and I really need to watch more. Mizoguchi? Kenji Mizoguchi. Yeah, him. Now that guy makes some good fucking films. I think that's his name, right? Am I wrong? Like, people who say... I mean, there's some stuff that is like more unique to anime, right? Like, if you were really into the sort of super long running, I think one of the examples of this would be Umineko, right? Like, I think Umineko is simultaneously, it's very much an otaku story, but it's also like traditionally good, right? Like I've seen a lot of people who are just like not that big into visual novels, but they're just literature guys who fuck with Umineko heavily. And I say this, I haven't read Umineko, so I don't feel like I'm that qualified to talk on it. Hello, Pyro. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, right? Like, there's also I don't know, but Umineko is not like the Ryukishi 07 stuff. It's not like other visual novels, you know? It's its own, it's very unique within the medium. Most of the time, the visual novels that get popular are, bro, don't get me started on this. But this is what I'm saying, okay? Actually, this plays into what I was saying about gatekeeping earlier. So, like, something that makes me really mad, something that makes me, like, genuinely, I have an emotional reaction to it, which I shouldn't because it's cringe, but I do. I'm a human being with emotions, and unfortunately it happens sometimes, is stuff like Class of 09, right? Do you guys know Class of 09? Let me see if I can bring this up. Hold on. Hold on. This is Class of 09.
I think cam girls do a little
So,
more that you
it's
would
like-
know.
It's a visual novel. It calls itself, look, the anti-visual novel. Instead of playing as some guy magically able to score with beautiful anime girls, you play the anime girl and create mass chaos in the lives of your potential suitors. Earnest comedy, social accuracy, and late 2000s aesthetic await you in Class of 09. Like, this pisses me off so much. I hate this. I hate this so much. I haven't read it. I'm never going to read it. I see this and it immediately makes me just mad. Because it's like an entire and there's also like Doki Doki Literature Club fits into this as well. It's always Westerners. And it's just retards making fun of a medium that they have no experience of. Like, they're just making stuff up. That's what I'm saying. Subahibi does otaku criticism. Totano does otaku criticism. Cross Channel does otaku criticism. Chaos Head does otaku criticism. Fucking Steins Gate does otaku criticism. And even within the more, like, even the more generic dating style, you know, visual novels, there's a whole bunch, like, the quote-unquote, like, generic visual novel that people are making fun of, they've never read them. They don't know, they are just, like, parodying something. They're like parodying or satirizing something, but they aren't familiar with the medium that they're parodying. Like, they're parodying, the sort of traditional, lazy visual novel about a guy who just inexplicably a whole bunch of women fall in love with him. I just want him to name one. Just name one. You don't know any. Like, there is no stereotypical visual novel like that. You know, like they exist. Like they're basically all parodying or satirizing, like specifically, Da Capo, basically, right? Like specifically Da Capo. That was an insane edge bug. If I'd hit that, well, I would have creamed my pants. They're all parodying specifically Da Capo, except that Da Capo is actually a really earnest story. I haven't finished it. I've only just like, whatever. I don't know, man. It makes me fucking mad. They're parodying something. They're satirizing something. They're just making fun of something that doesn't exist. Like, people who are... It's exactly like another Bisoujo game adaptation, but much worse. Because, like, the people who say that have at least watched a few Bisoujo game adaptations. And I'm not saying that there's nothing, like, generic that happens in these games, right? There obviously is. Undeniably so. There are tropes and stuff, because it's a medium. With a culture, like they have tropes, and there are ones that are like Nukige that are sort of just born, and there are some that are like fairly mindless or whatever. But I don't know, man. It's like actually punching down as well. Like, you know who needs their medium satirized? The super popular genre of Westerners who are really into like Bisoujo games. I'm sorry, there are like 30 of us? Like, why do you feel the need to make fun of us so much? You don't, like... What do you mean? It's like... It's also like a very... Yeah, that is interesting. Didn't see that guy. Like, how do I put this? Like... It's like this. I almost want to call it like xenophobic. It's like, because you're not familiar with the genre, you don't realize that the stuff you're saying is really fucking boring, and everyone knows it already. Everyone has already been talking about this in mainstream visual novels for a fucking decade at this point, right? Like, even, do you know there's sort of this thing that happens sometimes where something seems to sort of invent a trope, but it turned, like, when you actually go back and watch it, it's just better than it. I don't know, man. But, like, it's these fucking Western retards going in like, oh, these stupid Japanese just making their, like, misogynistic, you know, male sexual fantasy visual novels about a guy who inexplicably all the girls love him. And that does happen. You know, it's mostly not in visual novels. It's mostly in, like, isekai and light novels. That's the inexplicably a bunch of girls love and stuff. Like that almost, I can't think of a single visual novel where all the girls like fall in love with the main. Actually, that's not true. I can think of like one or two, but it's not common, and it's definitely, these aren't the popular ones. Like these are the much more niche, you know, for diehard fans of the genre type visual novels. It's crazy how even mainstream media for children like a Gravity Falls plays a music comic. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know, I fucking hate Class of 09 so much, and I also hate Doki Doki Literature Club. It's like, bro, what if there was a visual novel, but it was dark and horror? And the girl, she killed herself? Oh my god! No one's ever thought of this before! This is so subversive and crazy! Higurashi exists, you know. But even saying Higurashi exists doesn't get to the bottom of it, right? Like, what was the sort of initial popularization of visual novels? Where does the word visual novel come from? It comes from fucking Shizuku, which is about, the first visual novel is about a bunch of cute girls who kill themselves, basically. It's a psychological horror. It's about a bunch of anime girls who go fucking crazy. I mean, it's not, you know, you're not subverting the genre. That is the most obvious thing to do with the genre. It's the origination of the fucking genre. Even the dating focused stuff, like what was the first things that blew up and really popularized dating focused visual novels? It was first fucking Too Hot 1, right? The Leaf made Too Hot. And then it was canon. It was fucking canon, which is not, you know, like I don't know where these people get the idea that everyone who likes visual novels is reading like garbage slop with no plot. Like, I mean, I know where they get the idea. They're just guessing because they've never read any, right? Like the originators of the genre, like the key visual novels that were first popular and popularized visual novels throughout the medium, are like really fucking serious character dramas, you know. And I might not be particularly into them, you know. They may not be my favorite thing. I might be more into the sort of thing that these guys are parodying, but like I'm not stupid. I'm not reading fucking, you know, stuff with no. I'm not interested in stuff with characters that don't have any depth, you know. Obviously they're 2D, but like, oh whatever. I could rant about this fucking forever. I hate these people, and it's not like they have to be like this, because the one these guys are all ripping off, you know, the OG Westerners go make a visual novel, is Katawa Shoujo, which everyone loves because it's actually written by people who know visual novels. And it's not just a like fucking meaningless satire that doesn't actually succeed in satirizing anything, because it's just satirizing an idea of something these people don't even know about. Class of 09 has got to be the worst one, right? What if the girls in visual novels were actually bitches? Like, that just exists. That not only does that exist, that has existed for a long fucking time. Like, visual novel character does drug? She does drug? What? She's smoking le weed? How about you kill yourself? Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I agree. Biju Mikei's playthrough of Super Hebe might be the worst piece of media ever. Biju Mikei, I don't know who that person is. Dude Reed. We even have Dude Reed visual novels, by the way. You know this? You might think Japan, no one's supposed to read in Japan. The main character of fucking, what's it called? Sunflowers one. That doesn't narrow it down. There's a lot of them. Someone help me out here. I always bring this up. Sharin no Kuni Himawari no Shoujo. That the main character of Sharin no Kuni is a stoner. He smokes weed. Man, I could play Troll Drone Hightower just on autopilot, talking about visual novels for the rest of my life. This is what heaven is like, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna get to heaven, it's just gonna be this forever. Go for this guy? Oh, I thought he would have jumped up there. Also school days. Oh bro, I forgot about school days. Yes, fucking school days. Massively popular. Like even bigger in Japan than it is in the West. And like there's fucking something. I don't know that much about this because most of I am only vaguely aware of this, so if I get some facts wrong, then forgive me. But as I understand it, there was sort of a popular fan canon that one of the girls, I think the little sister character from Too Hot, is a yandere. And there's a really popular fan-made visual novel portraying her as like a violent yandere. I think that's the case. So it's like even Too Hot, you know, need I say more? I mean, I could go on about visual novels that have violence or girls who aren't moral pariah or like, is that what the word? I don't know what the word pariah means. Who aren't the, you know, pure anime girl archetype. I mean, it's pretty common. It's not even like I have to nitpick. Like most girls in visual novels don't fit that pattern. There's even a big 3 den page renders something like Doki Doki. Oh, that there even is a big 3 denpa gay. Okay, sorry bro, I'm hungry. I can't read anymore. That there even is a big 3 denpa gay renders something like Doki Doki meaningless. 100% agree. And all of them are significant, like, that's the thing, is that like, they're all significantly better than Doki Doki.
Boys, we have a traitor!
Right? Like, not even close. Like, way better. Doki Doki sucks. Like, even the slice of life part of Doki Doki. Like, I saw people I remember when it came out, there was a big debate about the slice of life opening part of Doki Doki. Some people like, oh, you have to just sit through it, man. It gets good. And then there are other people like, no, the slice of life part is the best part. But it's like, if you think the slice of life part is the best part, like, please, I'm begging you, read a real game. Read a real visual novel. Because you will like them. Like, you're just a guy who's like vaguely into K-On! And that's fine. You know, I'm also a guy that's into K-On! But like, if you're in it, then like, but also at the same time, it's like, this is the thing I wanted to bring up, right? Is that, okay, I'm back to the original purpose of this tangent. So I hate Class of 09. I despise it. I think that the person who made it should be imprisoned, gulag a million years, right? And I dislike Doki Doki. I don't think it's like evil, but I think it's really lazy, right? Like Class of 09 I think is like actively bad. Like Doki Doki I just think is like kind of lazy. But here's the thing. Immediately what I want to do is get out there and be like, I hate these fucking people. This is terrible. You guys should go read any of the visual novels we've just been talking about. But what I've realized is you have to suppress this part of you. It's actually a good thing that this exists. It's actually really good, and we should stop complaining about it. Because this is gatekeeping. This is gatekeeping working. These motherfuckers think visual novels are one way when they're actually another way because they haven't read any of them, because we've successfully gatekept them so far. And they are helping our cause by doing this, by spreading this meme that all visual novels are just, you know, trash you know, male sexual fantasy, wish fulfillment, another Bishoujo game adaptation stuff, right? Which isn't the case, but they all think that because there's this popular conception, and that is a good thing, and they should keep it that way. And it should be considered weird. I want you to think, if you see me and you hear, oh, yeah, I'm really into visual novels, you think, oh, I'm just into those. That's those weird games where there's just a bunch of girls that want to fuck. I want you to think that. Yes, please, stay away from me. In fact, I am, and I'm weirder than that, so please leave me alone. That's what I want. So that's what I've realized, is that although I hate Class of 09, I think it's the worst fucking piece of shit ever made, and I will never touch it with a 10-foot pole, you know? I should be thanking the guy that made it. I should be out here sucking his dick, because he's helping to keep this shit legit, you know what I'm saying? The otaku urge to ramble about anime. Well, I think it's fine, but I think if you want to do that, the best medium for doing that is to make a blog. You should make, if you want to talk about, you know, if you want to rant about anime and manga and visual novels and otaku shit, you should return to tradition and make an anime blog. Because blogs are cool, first of all. They're good for a number of reasons, just innately. But it's a long-standing tradition of the anime community, the otaku community, to host a blog. No one does it anymore, and the only people that will read it are people who are familiar with people who are already involved with the concept of reading anime blogs and stuff. So that's why. And it's very rare that it's going to break containment, is what I'm saying. No way, I just fucked that up. That was a sick line. Yayo, yayo. Yayo, yayo, indeed. This is TF2. This is the TF2 experience. This is what it's all about. So, TF2 is proof that love can bloom even in a body. what a fucking bitch. To think this evolved into Fortnite dances. Yeah. Yeah. Man. It's pretty insane. So, yeah, because obviously I've just been in Estonia for 3 months, I don't have stuff in my fridge, right? And I ordered groceries, so they're coming later today. But for the meantime, is TF2 bot shit taken care of? It is taken care of. According to Doulas, TF2 is the YouTube Shorts of games because it's too fun. According to me, WarioWare is the YouTube Shorts of games because it's literally shorts of games. As I understand most of them. No. Right, so yeah, I don't have any food. So I don't know what to do about that. I might have to go to the shops, is what I'm saying. I might have to end stream to go to the shops. Groceries should come relatively soon, but I'm gonna need to eat before then. Were you working in Estonia? No. I was just staying with my girlfriend. I think I what? I think I have enough time to do all of this TF2. You think I got 2,500 hours in this game by having a job? You think I've got like 2,000 hours of anime watched by having a job? Also, it would be illegal for me to work in Estonia. Well, I mean, I would have to, you know, not a tourist visa. Have you guys seen Girls in Panzer? I have seen Girls in Panzer, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get it. Like, I don't dislike it, but like I don't really understand why. Like, I mean, I get that there are some people who are just really into tanks, and that's fine. But like, I don't know, like, it just didn't seem like that good. It wasn't bad, but like there's a lot of sort of obsession around. Like that show has like really hardcore fans. I just don't really understand what's so appealing about it beyond like a typical Mechanismo show. What a bitch. Survived. So I'm wondering whether I should go to the shops and just get a snack or something, or if I should because this is something, right? Like, I might go heavy and just be a friendly with these guys. When I was in Estonia, I was eating really healthy, basically. Like, not really healthy, but I was eating healthy. I was eating more vegetables and stuff.
I spy this planetary!
My diet before I went to Estonia was like really, really bad. Worst it's ever been in my life. Like, I was just fucking...
Heavy is spy!
I don't know even how to explain it. I was just on some real degen shit. Like, I didn't even really have any reason for it. Like, you'd think it was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I guess my mental health wasn't fucking, you know, great. It's never great, but
Soldier, this spy!
I'm gonna head up now and meet up with this guy.
Spy is not our spy!
There's a spy around here.
Ah! Fire! Thank you!
It's so nice having a fucking mouse pad that's bigger than 2 centimeters. I think I'm gonna just grab the top up here. That was a mistake, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so now my diet was really, really bad, right? I was eating mostly like tendies and rice. I would eat like tendies and rice, and then towards the end it was getting really bad because what had happened is I'd actually psyoped myself. So I'd watched I had rewatched No Game No Life, right? And in the first episode of No Game No Life, the
Thank you!
in the first episode of No Game No Life, Shiro has like bought some sort of food, and then Sora like hands the snack to Sora, and Sora's like, "Oh, you bought expensive rations this time. You don't need to bother with this. The human brain only needs glucose to survive, so you should just buy white bread because it's the cheapest way to eat." And for some reason that fucking psyoped me, and I was like, yeah, I should just eat white bread. So that's what I was fucking doing. I was mostly eating just like Nutella and white bread for so long. I don't know why I did this to myself. It didn't like... Something I've noticed, and this is like a reason I think a lot of like health shit is just literally bullshit, is that like I don't feel significantly different depending on my diet, right? Like, it affects my bowel movements, but that's about it. Like, eating mostly white bread with Nutella didn't make me depressed, and switching to a diet with more vegetables didn't make me less depressed. And same with exercise. Like, in Estonia, there's a dog, and so I have to walk the dog, you know, for like an hour a day or whatever, for maybe less than that. But I have to go walk the dog. I can't just be a pure hikikomori doing no exercise. So for the past 3 months, I've been walking every single day for, you know, with the dog. And it has made no difference to me. I feel no different. I don't feel any change in my mood or anything. It's not like... Yeah, so like I don't know, I just think this stuff is just bullshit. Like, but whatever. In Estonia, I was eating a lot more vegetables, mostly because they're just cheap and accessible. You know, making stuff from scratch. A lot of chili, right? Making a lot of chili, a chili with a lot of carrots in it, because carrots are very cheap, and there for some reason. Like they had these, the local shop had like really big carrots for really cheap, so we would make chili with a lot of carrots in it. But now, like, I don't even know what to buy from the store. Like, I guess I'm just gonna make chili, but I don't have, like, whatever, like, containers, like Tupperware. So I've ordered some off Amazon. I've ordered some, like, Tupperware containers off Amazon so I can go make, like, a big batch of chili. So I guess that's what I'm gonna be eating. In Japan, my rations were white bread, natto, and black coffee. Yeah, I mean, it works. Look, it works. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but I know it can't be good for me. Like, I would do it. Yeah, I did do it. And it's not like I would do it. I did do that for ages, right? But I shouldn't. I know that somewhere deep down, that's a mistake. Soup Chronicles, exactly. Last time I was in Estonia, I was living mostly off potatoes. This time it was mostly chili. Because for some reason, I got potatoes and they made like, I made us some potatoes. And then we ate the potatoes and we both just felt really fucked up afterwards. Like, in a bad way. I mean, I don't know if you could feel fucked up in a good way. But I don't know what they're just normal like potatoes I cooked. But I don't know, something about it just, firstly they seem to take longer to cook than normal, and then when we ate them they made us feel like fucking weird. And so we just were like, I guess they just put Benadryl in the potatoes. Like, no, so we just ate rice and chili instead. Yeah, I don't know about that. What up, Ame Yasser? Vegetables are delicious and everyone should eat them. The reason that I have like a lack of vegetables in my diet isn't because I don't like vegetables. It's because vegetables take a lot of prep. They take more prep than everything else, right? Like if I'm gonna make a meal, I mean, I don't have to explain it more than that. Like it's a lot of, like, if I'm just making meat, I normally just chuck it in, like, whatever meat I've got, right? Normally chicken, right? Or some sort of mince, right? I normally either chicken thighs or mince of some kind, or chicken drumsticks, right? You just throw it in, put salt on it, put it in the oven. Like, and it tastes great, With vegetables, like, you gotta chop them. It's just that simple. You gotta chop the vegetables, and that's annoying. I don't want to fucking do that. And then, like, if you're making a whole meal as well, then it's like, okay, now I have to dirty another plate or another pot just to make vegetables, and that's just annoying.
Many thanks! Put this food!
Hello, Danvers. Hello, Sidaya.
Kill them all!
Anyway, my question is, also in Estonia, so I've been spending like zero fucking money, and this is probably a good thing. I should probably keep spending like very little money. I had to spend a lot of money yesterday because, traveling, buying food and stuff, and then I had to do something, and I won't get into it, but I'm doing very well money-wise recently.
Sniper spy! Put dispenser here! Nom, 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 nom. Moist and delicious. I see spy! Sniper spy! The heavy is a spy! Put this... Nom, 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 nom. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Anyway, my question is, do you think I should order something? Like Taco Bell or something? Like, I've kind of missed Taco Bell. You know? I'm the only guy that genuinely likes fast food. No, you're not getting it. Everyone else hates fast food. They're like, only when I'm done. Me? I hate McDonald's, but I like Taco Bell. Maybe it's because it's novel to me. We didn't have Taco Bell here growing up. It's only been here in the last few years.
Put this. Nom, 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 nom.
In America, no one likes Taco Bell but me. That's what I'm saying. I hear Americans shit on Taco Bell. They say it gives them the shits. They say you go to Taco Bell, you're in the bathroom. Like, what are you talking about? Do Americans just have really weak stomachs or something? You just said you should try not to spend money, so no. Yeah, you're probably right. You rather cook your own food rather than order takeout. Well, I mean, the thing I don't want to do is have to stop stream and go to the shops. That's the annoying. That's the thing. Like, if I buy food, it's not going to be complicated. I'm just going to turn the rice cooker around. Actually, wait, I'm like out of rice. Fuck, I ordered more rice, but it hasn't come yet, obviously, because I just ordered that last night. It has to come all the way from Japan. But that's something I will splurge on, is good rice. Because I eat rice with like every meal. I'm not going to eat shit rice. I should play heavy more often, man. Why don't I play heavy more often? Maybe I should go... I'm gonna go play a real match and not high time. And play heavy. Cooked potatoes and cheese with cheese and other toppings. Easy. What are the toppings? I'm curious. The segment in the last 12-hour podcast about Americans and fast foods. Do we have? I honestly don't even remember. I will have to play you. I have to agree with your declaration that you can't fuck up fried chicken. I've had some awful fried chicken here. Okay, so actually, I have to disagree. So I also have to disagree because when I was waiting, so just due to the logistics of the whole thing, like I had to wait for a long time for my airplane yesterday at the airport, right? Or like before. Like there was a long time between when I got to the airport and when the plane was actually going to arrive, just because of logistics. And so there's a mall nearby the airport, and I went there and got KFC, and it was fucking garbage. And I was thinking to myself as I was eating these chicken strips, like, oh, so you can fuck up fried chicken. Like, it was dry and it was fucking flavorless. And the breading, it wasn't even crispy. How do you make breaded fried chicken and it's not crispy? I didn't even know that was possible. So actually, I was wrong the whole time. I guess KFC in the UK is just like good or something. Because that fucking sucked. But it's not even the case, because I've actually gotten KFC in Estonia before and it was fine. Like, it tasted pretty much the same as the UK. So I don't know what's going on with that. Because that was garbage. That was definitely the worst KFC I've ever had. can depend on what neighborhood you're in. I see. Usually I have ham and bacon and maybe some baked beans. Well, baked beans is a great idea. I forgot I'm back in the UK. I gotta be in baked beans. I forgot to order some when I just did my online shopping. Fuck, that would have been great. We gotta take this. This guy's on the quick speed. Yeah, I should switch to I'm gonna switch to that. Because this is a better. You ever tried making fast food like food at home? Yes. I made fried chicken. It turned out okay. I don't know. I
Bloody spy! Spy around here!
Yeah, I've made fried chicken. I've made burgers quite a few times. That was retarded. Should I try baked beans? Everyone in America says they look disgusting, but I don't think any of them. Yeah, they've never tried it. They're like motherfucking. They're like class of 09. They're just insulting something that they've never even tried just because of like a vague aesthetic concern. God damn it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're cheap, easy to prepare, high in protein and fiber. Baked beans are like the perfect food. In the UK, they're so cheap. Not the the two most oppressed groups, Otaku and the British. So fucking true. I've been saying this. Yeah, in the UK, there's like the name, you know, there's like the real brand Heinz baked beans, which are expensive. But then like each supermarket chain is going to have its own like brand of baked beans that are cheaper. And they pretty much always taste just as good. And they can get so cheap. Like I've seen a can of baked bean for 20p. It's actually fucking crazy. But I mean, that's like insanely cheap. But you're talking definitely less than £1 for a can of baked beans, which is like really good value for a high protein, high fiber, and pretty tasty food. Like super fucking worth it. I mean, like one of the best values for your money you can get in there. Oh, this is all down. Let's go.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Are we actually gonna do it? Oh, the random creator, you insane. Do you think people who made Class of 09 don't know anything about visual novels? Yes, they obviously don't know anything about visual novels.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Yeah, Heinz beans is good. I recommend you get some cheddar, but you gotta do it right. If you want to make the best baked beans of your life, what you do is you get your saucepan. You get your saucepan, and then put in a knob of butter. Get some shallots and garlic. Slice up your shallots and garlic nice and fine. Then you fry the shallots and garlic in the butter, right? So saucepan, butter in, shallots in, wait a little bit until they become, don't brown them. You don't want them to brown at all, just to soften. Cook your shallots, then throw your garlic in. Then throw in your can of Heinz baked beans, mixed all up. Let that come back to the boil. A little bit of black pepper. In the meantime, toast some bread.
Mission begins in 30
Plenty of butter on the bread. Then put the bread on a plate. Grate some cheddar cheese on top of the bread, right? And then pour the beans on top so it melts the cheese. And there you go. It's gonna be fucking delicious. If you also have some other, like maybe some paprika or whatever that you want to put in the baked beans. Like, I think that's another thing that Americans don't understand, is that almost no one is just eating straight baked beans. Pretty much everyone has like their little thing that they add to it, you know? It's just fucking style. Class of 09 is such slop dialogue and art-wise, it's an insult to DMs. Yeah, I agree.
Control point is being contested. Time has been added.
I might go. I don't have any bread though, and I ordered bread with my groceries, so I don't want to like buy another loaf of bread, and then I'll just have 2 loaves of bread, and then it will go to waste because it will go all moldy. So I don't know what to buy from the store. Maybe I'll just get a pizza, like a frozen pizza. Because I only need one thing to just tide me over until my groceries arrive in like
Mission begins
4
in
hours.
60 seconds.
This has been a great stream. Lots of Dust Bowl, lots of High Tower. It's what TF2 should be. I'm a baked beans otaku.
Okay. Holy dooly! Dodgy.
Maybe I just should... What if I just went to the shops and just left the stream there? Actually, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do here?
Medic! Thanks, mate. Okay, mate. That sniper is a bloody spy! That sniper is a bloody spy!
2, 1.
Oh man.
Medic! Medic! Need a dispenser here!
In-game sound effects. Alright, that should be better.
They're going to bury what's left of you in a soup can!
See, but when that happens, I love random crits. This guy's lagging. Just leave it on, and it think you should keep streaming. They're just gonna rush to the next point and we're gonna lose. Actually, I think I might end stream after this game. I don't know. Watch this. Oh, that didn't work out how I wanted it to. Oh, that just didn't work. That shit is just made up, man. Okay, I'm gonna go try. Okay, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, this team's garbage. Oh, we actually holding? Come on, 1 soldier against the whole team. 1 scout, get him! Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go get some food and stream. How long have I been streaming for? Bro, like 4 hours? That's normal. I pretty much always stream for about 4 hours, so. Alright, well, it's been fun. Here's an ad. And I guess I'll see you guys out.